Wait, in the video?
The video's already on. Welcome to another episode of Two Whites and a Blue. I'm here with Will and Mike, and we've been listening to...
Didn't answer your question though, huh?
I know.
Are you in the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in it. It's zoomed out. Go look.
Did we start?
Yeah. It's running.
Is this running?
That's running too.
Alright, well let's
Is the
go.
mic on?
Oh yeah, this thing's got the fisheye, Mike. We back it up for the video.
Yeah, Daddy did it.
The fish eye.
What did you spend your money on last week? What have you been doing for the last hour? We've been listening to... When you got here at like 4 o'clock, you installed a fan for me in the washroom. I had a shower, I came out, and Necro was playing.
Of course it was.
And since that time,
I went down a phase, man.
you've left my fridge open 3 times, and you've
Will's
only
driving me home.
You've been listening to Necro.
I knew I was driving you home.
Will's driving me
I'm
home.
looking at the Two Whites and the Blue Instagram. A story comes up. It's like you leaving the fridge open at 4:30. I'm like at work at my desk, like I guess I'm driving Mike home today.
Yeah.
Maybe Carla too.
Oh, definitely Carla.
Definitely Carla
That's
too.
it. No, yeah, I've been off, man. Like, I was off today, because, like, he gave me the option. Do you want to come in tomorrow? I was like,
Oh, you made that noise?
I mean, fuck it.
Oh.
Like, well, because it was going to be a fuck-off day anyway, so it was like I would have went in for 4 hours. So,
Right.
yeah, fuck it, I'll just sleep.
It's every Friday though, isn't it?
Kinda, yeah. But, like, sometimes I'm down to just go in and fill the weekend, but, I'm doing other shit. So, like, this week I was like, you know what? I haven't fucking had, like, a minute to just chill out. Still got up at, like,
I had a weekend since Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's only been a month.
Yeah. No, and then I still got up at like 6.
Yeah.
Just awake. I'm like, oh, I should just went to fucking
Time to go to bed last night.
midnight.
Oh.
I watched a couple movies last night.
Why not?
I watched the full fucking Matrix trilogy.
Holy fuck.
There's 4. There's 4. They're pretty good.
Trilogy then.
Well, there's.
Do you watch movies when you're by yourself? You just
Not
like,
really,
turn
but
it
like
on?
I watch like movies that I've seen.
In that scenario, when I didn't have to work the next day and I'm by myself,
Yeah.
I'll probably fuck with a movie.
Yeah, I just throw a movie on. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what, like if I'm just like chilling, like I'm like fuck. Alright, I guess I'll just watch a movie.
Yeah.
What was the last movie you watched before yesterday?
Matrix.
Yeah?
The second one.
Before,
And
and
then-
you watch them all week.
I watched them in a row. Yeah, I watched them. Yeah, and then I just watched Transformers.
Nice.
Yeah, don't.
That movie is fucking good.
Megan
Really?
Fox Transformers?
Yeah,
First
the first one. I was like, yeah, because I was like, fuck. It just popped up on my Netflix. I'm like, I'll watch it.
Megan Fox probably helped.
Holy shit,
About 100% of young men come of age.
man!
Oh,
why did she?
Holy
Why did she do the plastic surgery?
Christ, man.
I know.
Like she was so hot.
She probably would have aged so well too. And she
Yeah.
just,
I was gonna say, 'cause
shot
that was what-
under the knife.
That was like 2008.
Yeah,
So
that's
no,
that's
before that.
I think it's
2006
2000. I
maybe?
think it's 2010.
Fuck, let's pull
When
it
that
up.
movie came out. I'm pretty sure it came in 2010.
You did?
Because we talked about it. I went to fucking the Jimmy Leahy's house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
2007, yeah.
2007. I'm off.
Wow.
But we were like,
we
we're
were talking
talking.
to Jim Leahy, so he
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
know
true.
that much.
We were talking. We were talking about it. I was like, "Fuck, man, this movie." Like, I was just watching the movie. Like the cinematics in the movie is like it's insane. Like I was like,
Michael
wow,
Bay.
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, everything explodes.
And it's like, yeah, that's all, no, but like you're just watching like the cars like transform and shit. It's like, holy fuck, like it's really.
It is dope.
It's
For
dope.
2007, that's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah.
And it's still dope. Like for like
Mhm.
I don't know. I guess it's some pretty shit movies that come out like a couple years ago. Like they're shit.
Oh fuck
Like
yeah.
that movie holds water.
You
Like,
could have saved this whole part for recommendations. I recommend you watch all the Matrix movies in 1 week and Transformers.
yeah, so I
He's
just
still
skip
going,
it.
dude.
I just skip. Yeah,
That is-
yeah. So we'll just touch back on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
fine.
is.
I'll cut it now.
Yeah,
I'll
it
talk
is.
to you about
Yeah, it is fucking Transformers.
Good movie.
I forgot what our recommendation again. I'll come up with one.
Transformers.
An hour and a half.
They had like there was like a bunch of them, right? Because Shia LaBeouf definitely did more than one.
There's
Transformers
two
movie.
that I watched
Yeah.
recently.
There's like 7 now. There's a fucking ton.
Oh, there is.
There's a
I
shit
gotta
ton.
look.
I only watched 2, there were the 2 that I saw in theaters. I
I've
think
never
I
seen
saw the
that.
second one in theaters.
I bet you there's at least 4.
Okay, how many do you think there are?
4.
Starting with that one.
I think 4 too.
Transformers 2007, Revenge of the Fallen
That's the second one, right?
2009, Dark
Oh.
of the Moon
I got
2011,
movies to
Probably
watch. I got movies to
fucking
watch.
lot.
Age of Extinction
I got movies to watch.
2014,
These.
and
There's 5.
pretty sure this guy also produced The Black Knight, The Last Night in 2017.
What's the Black Knight?
The last
Batman.
Batman, man.
That's what it's called.
The
Black
Dark- the
Knight.
Dark
That
Knight,
was like
the
the
Black
Martin
Knight?
Lawrence thing.
Was it Dark Knight?
Isn't that what that's called,
Martin Lawrence
too?
stand-up, yeah, maybe you're right. But it's called The Dark Knight, right?
The Dark Knight, not the Black Knight.
Black Knight.
Didn't he also produce that?
I'm pretty sure. No, I
Mike Bay?
No.
Michael B?
You guys are fucking.
Michael B.
Jesus.
Michael B.
Mike
Knight?
Epps.
Michael B.
Michael-
Knight? He did produce that. So, or direct it.
That's
He did-
right. It's Mike Epps.
Mike Epps did.
Omar Epps produced that
Omar
last
Epps.
one. Yeah.
Black Knight. Batman. Yeah, the Dark Knight. That movie
Who's
was
the
good.
guy in 8 Mile? The black guy in 8 Mile. Is it Omar Epps?
Who is that guy? He's like, isn't he like legit?
He is, but I can't
He's
remember
someone,
his
right?
name
Like
now.
DJ.
Oh,
Did he not?
DJ. What
I
do
had
you
no fucking
mean?
idea.
He looks like Mitch from fucking Paid in Full.
Yeah.
Is that
he's
not
probably,
who it is?
It probably is who it is.
I'll tell you right now who it is. It's oh fuck, you're gonna know as soon as I say it.
Terrence Howard.
Mekhi Phifer.
Is he in Paid
Really?
in Full?
Let me find out.
I know the other. Was it Michelle Pfeiffer? I know her.
He is in Paid in Full.
Yeah, it's Mitch.
Really?
Nice.
Oh, cool.
He is in
Nice.
Paid in Full. Good grab. That's tough.
That's also a good
Which
movie.
is weird because this
Fuck
came out.
yeah.
This came out like 2 years before you were born. I'm pretty sure, Mike. In
8 Mile?
2002. No, paid in full. Paid
What
in
am
full.
So yeah, okay, so fine. Fuck all that. We'll save all that for later. But I bought
Let's save all that.
You don't have to.
later.
I just fuck with you.
all that shit that we just said. Let's say it again. I bought some shit today. I bought. I talked about. Did I talk about? Last week I won money playing poker. So
Yeah, I say that. Yeah.
I
You
bought.
told me what you got some shit. You told
Yeah, I
me
bought some
today.
shit today. I bought it was Black Friday, which I first in my head I'm like, oh yeah, it's like Cyber Monday.
We should talk
I'm
about
like looking
Black
on the
Friday.
internet. I'm like, oh, I have to like go. Like there is Black Friday sales, but I'm pretty sure Cyber Monday is like
On
way better.
I don't know.
Everything is online now. 'cause
Amazon,
you can't go to
yeah.
a store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I went to Home Depot and I'm like
Home
looking
Depot.
around. Yeah, Home Depot. I'm like looking around. And I'm like, I had to talk to a guy. I'm like, yo, man, is like anything on sales? Like, yo, there's sales everywhere. Just like, look. And I'm like,
he likes to point out a good sale though.
that's what he said.
Yo, man, there's sales everywhere. Just look.
And I'm like, looking at it, and I'm like, I said like, oh man, I just didn't know. Like, I haven't even looked yet.
What? This guy was probably thinking, what the fuck baked is this
This
guy?
guy's fried. He's fried.
Hey bro, any good sales?
You're fucking kidding me.
I don't know, the store's only about 40,000 square feet.
Oh, man.
He said everything's on sale.
Is anything on sale here today?
No, but like they
Do you know anyone who knows?
Fucking nothing like said it was on sale.
Alright.
So I was like, fuck this, man. Like, so I'm like looking around for a bit, and I'm like, I'm not kidding. I had like $300 worth of shit in my hand.
Yeah.
I'm like,
nice.
I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna get this, and I'm like holding it in my hand. I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need this. But like, there was some shit that I'm like, I needed. There was some shit that I went to go for, and it wasn't there. And actually, that reminds me, I'm gonna order it because they didn't have it in the store. It's like a
Make your Cyber Monday.
yeah, maybe, but I kind of want it Monday.
What?
I want it for Monday.
Wait,
It's like
Oh.
so I have like in my work pants like I do like pockets and stuff like that. So I have like
Whoa, mine
crazy,
mine do
right?
too,
Let me
yeah.
check mine. They do.
That's sick.
it's nuts, right?
Wow.
That's so blue collar.
That's it. That's it. It's my
That's-
pockets pants.
We're gonna repocket your
But like
pants.
my pockets have fucking holes in them, so I'm shoving tools and knives and fucking screws. Like they just, it's
Right.
they last like a week, and then the pockets have holes in them. So I put like drill bits. I have like a Robbie bit and a Phillips head bit in my, and they always go missing. So there's this thing.
Yeah.
So like, do you know what an impact driver is?
Mm-hmm.
So like on the end, like when you shove the bit in, it locks
magnetic?
it. It locks it in.
Oh.
So then you have to like
it's
release
like a
it.
little bead.
So
That's what it's like
it's
the chuck
end.
like pulls down
It's
or
the
whatever.
chuck, yeah. So it's like on the end of it.
Oh, ours
It's
is
just
ours
that on a key ring.
Oh, cool.
So I'm like, oh, I can just like shove a bit in and put it on like a carabiner and just have my bit. I want that.
Oh, that's why you got the carabiner.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I
okay.
didn't find the other fucking part, so I just
Okay.
bought a bunch of other shit. So I just I bought like a multi-driver because I'm sick of carrying fucking like 5 screwdrivers on me.
That's a good multi-driver though.
It is good. I spent
Do you know
some
what the
extra money.
Do you know
on
what the
it.
best feature of that multi-driver is? What do you think? I think the best feature of the multi-driver is. Do you have it? Do you want to pull it out so Will can make a prediction? I know right away what I think the best feature of this thing is. It's very clear to me what the selling point is for someone in my
really?
shoes.
All right.
So Mike's gonna get it.
Where is it? Did you have it last?
I put it in the
yeah,
bag.
look, the fucking guy puts it upside down in my bag like this. Sits it in the bag.
That's right side up.
Everything is like this. Joey puts it down like this.
Yeah, so you can see it. So what do you think the best feature of this driver is?
This is what it is, by the way, for people can't see it.
Yeah, it's nice. People watching on News
You can
Channel.
probably
8.
see a lot from
If
that.
you're watching on News Channel 8, you can see
I don't fucking know, Joe. What is it?
what's the best feature. You don't know?
No, it looks like a standard one to me.
I think the best feature is that when you change the bit, it has this secondary frame here.
Oh, they all have that.
I've never seen one like that.
Yeah.
All the shit ones I buy, I always have just this part here, so that you gotta push up, you gotta
This
hold
one's-
it while you push.
Oh.
It's 2-hand
And the ones
push.
you buy are $4.
Yeah, but this one got that nice secondary frame, so you don't lose the bit. You just plug her in there.
It is nice.
Really nice.
I will say that. It
Good
is
quality
nice.
stuff.
Would that set you back?
It's only $20.
That's alright.
That's it.
Yeah, it's
That's
$20.
not bad.
I thought it was gonna be-
But that was on sale
That
though.
was gonna be one of those electric ones where you did.
No, fuck all that. I was kind of hoping it was like ratchet.
What's the regular price?
That just fucking dope.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't even know if it was fucking on sale. I just I went there. I was gonna go buy tools anyways. There were some things I needed, and I had a little extra cash. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go buy tools.
Why don't you just ask the guy you asked at the beginning of the story if that was on sale?
Because fuck
Hey
that
buddy,
guy.
is this on sale? I don't know. Just have a look.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Just have a look.
I'm like, he's like, did anybody help you? I'm like, not that fucking guy. I tell you that.
What was his name? Keith, probably.
It was an old Bruce.
Tom, Keith, or
Bruce,
Bruce.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I think it was Bruce.
Yeah, balding, like 50-year-old guy. Maybe post retirement,
Was he wearing the?
or maybe laid off.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Probably laid
Furloughed.
off. Probably laid off.
Yeah, it's called furlough.
Is that what is that? Can you explain this to me? I
It's
haven't heard
a
that.
trendy way to say laid off now.
Furlough.
Yeah, you get
Mhm.
furloughed in COVID. You get laid off in downtimes.
Furloughed.
Mm-hmm.
Scoops.
Can you like elaborate on this term?
Not really.
to me? What is it?
Just so like when you're like, oh, you laid off, now just furloughed. I think it's like a temporary layoff.
Oh.
Because like you're still like on the books. I'm like when I was furloughed,
You got
my
furloughed.
paychecks were coming from Skyjack still.
Oh, okay. So you still get paid by the company?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my
Or maybe the
company
Fed
wouldn't
picked
do.
up
I'd just be
the,
laid off.
cost.
If my company had anything to do with COVID, I'd be laid off. I would be furloughed.
the Canadian government was paying Skyjack to pay us.
Yeah, exactly.
What is that about? That's weird.
What do you mean,
no?
buddy?
no,
Money
it's
printer
like
go
a-
burr.
Yeah, but is it like they probably have some like weird taxing thing or whatever where
I
you get
fucking
paid
know.
and yada yada.
I got no idea.
So anyway, I bought that, and then I bought a 10-piece nut driver set, which
Nice.
is like I'm fucking fired up about.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's one of those things you don't need until you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Just checking the volume.
Yeah, it's one of those things you don't need until you're like, anybody got a nut driver? Like,
I don't even know what a nut driver is.
it's just like you know, a nut and a bolt.
Oh, it's the wider.
But it's a screwdriver
Yeah,
instead
right.
of like
Right.
it's just it's supposed like a ratchet.
Could've
or
used that
what I
today.
use is pliers.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't have them. I got I'm like hooking up lights and stuff. I'm like,
And you don't have enough wrenches, obviously.
I have 2 wrenches in my bag. I have a 1/2-inch wrench and a 9/16 wrench.
Yeah.
That's it.
Does that do the trick for you?
They're the most used. But
That's
I don't
You
like.
said half-inch
I'm an electrician. Like millwrights and should have the
Their
full
whole
fucking kit.
kit,
and caboodle,
yeah.
The
right?
crib. They got the tool crib.
Yeah, but I
on
don't
site.
fucking need them, and like I don't know, and you can get away with like an adjustable as an electrician,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I'm not fucking carrying one of them around with me. Fuck that.
Is it easier for someone working commercial than it is for residential because of that? Like, I would guess that if you go to a residential place, I mean, you've done work here. Every time you come to my house, immediately I hear you expressing discontent, to put it diplomatically,
Yeah,
about what you see when you open up the wall or what you see when you open up a box.
because your fucking places is just a mystery box of just mayhem.
But is this common, you think, in all residential places?
Yeah.
Like, you can get away with 2 or 3 wrenches because in industrial settings or commercial
Yeah.
settings, everyone is running on the same standard, like
yeah,
trying to
we're,
make
and
sure
we're
it's...
usually doing new builds. We're not usually we do a bit of renovations, but like not too much.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Like this shit. Like I was like walking the other day. And
Don't
I
say
saw-
don't say too much because we're gonna sell the place.
No, I know. It was everywhere. I was like looking at a kid. I was just walking by. Like before I was an apprentice or like even involved in the electrical trade, I walked by. I would envy a guy going into an electrical van. Like, oh, fuck, I want to be that.
Yeah.
And now I look at a guy. He's like coming out of a house. I'm like, I've done a bit of residential now. I'm like, fuck, it's been a long day. I bet, bud? But you can't wait to go back tomorrow.
I know. I was like talking to an electrician this week about my new place, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty rough, man. Like I just like tell him like get ready for the work.
Yeah, it's
like
gonna
I don't want them to come and be like, oh, what the fuck am I? Like I can't fucking do this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, man, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, it's almost like embarrassing for me. You
But
know,
I'll
I have
pay
nothing
ya.
to do with it. It's like I just want to pay you for to come here and fucking fix this shit. So like I know it's shitty, but like I'm gonna fucking pay for that.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
same with like all that shit, plumbing, all that. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I understand it's shitty. Don't shame me for this. Just get it done.
Yeah, I don't ever want to do residential like as a full-time gig. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
After you retire, you don't want to do residential?
No.
Little resi gigs?
Maybe like fixing plugs or something, like odd jobs. I never want to. No, fuck all that. And then I bought some knife blades, a couple carabiners, man.
Cool, man. I gotta buy a knife too. Soon.
Knife
I'm gonna be
blades, like
spending a lot of fucking money on tools soon.
X-Acto knife blades.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I did.
What are you, sleepy boy?
I am fucking sleepy. I had a fucking rough ass week at work this week. I was working like 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 8 p.m. It was rough.
Group chat was slow this week.
It was like non-existent.
Save for a
was
few
it?
memes. Yeah, compared to most weeks.
Oh really? I didn't know.
From
Honestly,
all of
like
us,
didn't
from all of
notice
us.
either.
I can't. I've honestly not been having lunch. Like I've been fucking fucked at work. The most busy I've ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fucking a nightmare. And then I had to go to my lawyer's on Wednesday in the afternoon, so I had to take off work.
How does that feel to say though?
What?
That you have a lawyer.
It's pretty decent.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it is decent.
I think that's cool. Hey, I can't. I'm gonna go talk to my lawyer.
I do
Paid him a retainer, so
yeah, he's my guy.
I kind of have to
for
be
sure.
there. Like,
He cost
sorry guys.
$2,000, I think.
Jesus, fuck all that.
They charge in, according to Bitcoin Twitter lawyers, they all charge on 6-minute increments.
I don't think this guy is charged by the hour.
No?
I don't think so. No. It just seems to be like a standard, like, this is what we did for your real estate. So I think I had to pay him $1,000 when I sold and $2,000 when I bought.
Nice. That's not bad.
That's not bad. So I paid that this week. We got all our adjustments and shit for the new place. But yeah, so what I fucking spent money on, which I'm never gonna spend money on again, is a fucking McDonald's hash brown. It was such a fucking joke.
Is they have Monopoly going right now, at least?
They do, and that's why I went there.
Okay.
I gotta stop fucking banging the table. Man, it was so fucking brutal. So I went there. It was today.
Yeah.
I had a sandwich thing from Monopoly.
Okay.
I was like, cool. I was running late. I forgot to pack oatmeal. I'll just grab a fucking treat myself to a nice sausage and egg McMuffin. Right?
Nice.
Yeah.
So I get there and I'm like, I'll get a sausage egg McMuffin and I'll have a hash brown too. Get to the fucking window. I was like, I got a sandwich token here, like for the egg McMuffin. She goes, so just charge you for the hash brown. $2.50, $2.50 for a fucking hash brown. And I ate it before I was even like out of the drive-thru.
Just the hash brown is $2.50.
From
Yeah,
where?
McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's raised the
It
price.
was fucking delicious, but it was
Yeah,
so
McDonald's does
not
have
worth
good
it.
hash
Wait a minute, though.
They raised their prices hard.
How can it? How can
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
That's
Never
the
again.
value menu at McDonald's.
It's not the
has-
same.
It's not.
I got 2 double cheeseburgers from there like a couple months ago, and I was
$12.
burned into my. It was literally $8. I was like,
Yeah.
these are value menus. And the kid at the cash registers is like, I'm like, yo, what? Like I
This
thought these
is-
were fucking.
We got a problem.
Like these were like $1.50, like not 2-3 years ago. Like what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Now that it's like
Yeah.
I'm like $8. Like well, these are the value menu. Like what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
I can get 2 Big Macs for probably equivalent.
Not anymore, probably.
I wouldn't be surprised if you could.
It's fucked, man.
We're gonna play a little
A commercial?
2 whites and a blue over under here. Once I load up the McDonald's page, the value
You're
picks.
sponsored.
The value picks are the value picks are something, but I gotta confirm that this is $2 for a fucking hash brown. This seems. That seems like almost like a racketeer.
I love
charge.
that. I love
Like,
that.
what do you
Fucking-
even call this?
If you don't pay this, we'll come and break your shit. I don't know, man.
They don't even have the price on it.
Why would they? Why would they advertise that? It's fucking.
Can I
It's a
not?
joke.
Can I order it now?
Oh,
And,
you Uber Eats a fucking hash brown, it'd be like $12.
I just want to see
Actually,
what
though,
it costs. There's no way to tell what it costs.
I just
have
nobody
no
does
idea.
that. They just Uber Eats one hash brown. Oh, thanks. I just need this.
That's like something my grandma would do and eat half and save the second half for the morning.
Let's
all
assume-
leftovers.
So
Yeah.
let's assume that the hash brown's $2 and how much?
I think it was $2.30.
$2.30. Muffin and coffee in the morning. Over or under 1 McDonald's hash brown?
Over.
Under.
Under.
Really?
Yeah, it's $1.99. Mini chocolatine. I don't even know what chocolatine is. What's chocolatine?
I don't fucking know.
Is that like an Ovaltine but chocolate?
Sounds gross.
Drink your
Mini
Ovaltine.
chocolatine. Mini chocolatine and coffee. How much? Over or under the hash brown?
It has to be over. Whatever it is.
Under.
Whatever it is.
Under.
It's under again.
You're positive?
Sausage McMuffin. Full sandwich. Sausage McMuffin.
That's over.
Under.
That's under. It's $1.99.
That's the cheap one.
Really?
Which is, that's just no egg.
Junior
Oh.
chicken. Junior chicken. Over or
Something
under?
has to be over.
Over or under?
Under.
Under.
A
$1.99.
junior chicken is under?
Are you not seeing how this is working? He's setting you up.
The
I get
McDouble.
it.
The McDouble.
I gotta play
Over.
it.
That's
McDouble.
over.
The McDouble's over.
It's $2.29. So it's under.
This is fucking insane.
Small fries. That's easy. That's under. That's under. That's under by like 50%, 30%.
Yeah.
Here's
How
4
small is the
fries.
small fry? now?
How much what has more potatoes, the fries or the hash browns?
So I don't know. It was not as big as I remember either. It was a fucking joke.
They're small.
They're good though. They're good.
They're fucking
McDonald's
delicious.
has the best hash browns.
Fuck
McDonald's.
yeah, sure.
Okay, so I got
For
whatever.
sure. I'm an average breakfast morning guy.
2
Yeah.
apple pies. Apple pies are pretty big.
They're pretty gross.
Yeah, they are.
I'm never getting those. They should be off the menu. For
I've never
now.
had
Who gets them?
I've never had them.
Weird.
Me neither.
We're 70
A
plus.
lot of pensioners. A lot of
The
pensioners.
pensioners get them. Yeah.
We all said that we never eaten them. We all agreed they were gross.
Yeah.
They are gross. They look
They
gross.
can't
Look-
be
and
so-
and
yeah,
they-
they
you
can't
can
be
tell
gross.
they are gross.
Yeah.
Like without even looking.
What's in an apple pie at McDonald's?
Not apples.
Apple pies. The best apple pies always have fresh ingredients.
Apple
you get them from
syrup.
like a place on the side of the road.
Yeah.
McDonald's is
Cooked
not doing
apple
that shit.
syrup.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
How much are they? You think over or under?
2 for 2?
For 2 apple or strawberry. You can get either
I
one.
bet you it's $2.50.
$2.29.
$1.79.
What?
A vanilla cone.
Why are all this sounds so cheap?
Buck, right?
Vanilla cone.
They're a buck.
It's gotta be a
It's
buck.
$1.79.
All this
What?
shit sounds so cheap now. How is a fucking hash brown $2.30?
The deep fryer oil,
I
man.
don't know.
Maybe.
You know what McDonald's? You know what McDonald's has mastered? I think that they don't talk about and that I've never heard anyone talk about. They have mastered the reach in the bag, get something you can eat as soon as you get your order thing. Every single thing you buy at McDonald's, you can reach in the bag and start eating without looking, without knowing, without needing napkins, without eating condiments, without eating anything. Just reach in, hash browns, fries, whatever.
You don't need
You
anything.
reach in,
Yeah,
start
you-
eating.
and it's
McDonald's
always good.
has that better than anybody
Yeah.
else. Anybody else.
I saw this thing about McDonald's. It was actually pretty interesting. It's like McDonald's is like, as a corporation, they don't make their money via like their product.
Yeah.
They make it via real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Like McDonald's just owns fucking so much real estate.
I did hear
Yeah.
that.
It was like I was like, holy fuck, that's pretty sick. Like they because like franchises will just buy McDonald's or whatever, and then they make their money via the property that they own. It's like holy fuck.
Do they own
Yeah.
the property they
That's
bought
pretty,
the
like,
franchise
deep.
on?
No. The
McDonald's
the corporation
Owns the property.
owns the property. The
franchise
franchisee
pay for it,
bought. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
leases
they
it.
lease it.
Yeah.
They lease it.
which is fucking like
Nice.
that's like
Nice
like
haul.
layered fucking manipulation. It's pretty
Yeah.
dope how they did that.
Well, they're just like, here's the product. It's super sick. We're just gonna keep you in business. You guys just keep giving us.
and pay our rent
Yeah.
and some.
And then some. Have you seen the founder? Obviously not.
I've seen with Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
I watched that. Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
that's what it's about.
Have you seen the one on? I think it was HBO. I think we had to download it. To be honest with you, it's Crave or HBO about the McDonald's lottery thing being rigged.
No, I
in
didn't
the
see
early
that.
odds.
Monopoly one,
It is. What's it called?
Monopoly.
Yeah. It was.
Of course, it's fucking rigged.
It was great, man.
Well, who's fucking playing that to win the cruise or whatever the fuck they're offering?
Man, you should go. When it first came out this November, I was like, oh, I had a couple pieces, and I'm like, I'm never gonna fucking win. But I go on Kijiji, so many people are selling.
yeah.
Thought of that.
So many
I
products
bet,
and shit.
yeah, I
Because
bet.
you can look up what the rare ones are. People are selling unpeeled ones for $2 each.
That was like in Diablo. You sell unidentified items.
Yeah, you can do that in RuneScape too.
Yeah,
That's
like
a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a fucking good
People are
idea.
just getting their coffees back. $2
I
for a
had
coffee, and
no-
just have to sell those peeled ones. $2.
Holy fuck.
That's a good
Unpeeled.
idea.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. This is where me and Joe were having a pretty good conversation. It's a very one-sided conversation for sure that we were having. But it's
Okay.
okay. There's money to be made, man. There's money
Yeah, there is.
everywhere to
In
be
where?
made.
What do you mean?
What that scheme
Oh,
right
yeah.
there,
That's-
selling that shit, that's fucking genius.
That's wild.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, there's money everywhere to be made.
Fuck yeah, there is.
There's
Selling
there's a sucker
McDonald's
everywhere. There's a
peels.
sucker everywhere.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
amazing. That's
Unpeeled
fucking
McDonald's
genius.
tokens.
Uh-huh.
That's fucking genius.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that.
I think I might start doing that too.
That's not a bad idea. I mean,
Yeah.
like, start selling fucking free coffees.
Yeah,
Turn a bit of a profit.
it's over now, but
No, the that's never
Monopoly's over?
oh, the free coffees isn't.
Free coffee starts on the 30th.
Well, now
Starts on
they're
the
now they're in
30th.
competition
No.
with Tim Hortons. Like Tim Hortons tried to compete with them by doing the buy 7 or whatever with the card.
Yeah.
You buy 7 coffees and it's free, and then they upped it to fucking 15 coffees.
Oh, really?
Did you
It's
guys,
like, how are you serious? It's a fucking how much
15
money are you
coffees-
spending?
Is that $30? Is it still $2 for a large double double?
$1.80? Yeah, it's $2 for a large. Yeah, so
Okay.
$30 and you get $2.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, the 7.
What does that cost
seven,
them?
But isn't
like,
that better?
Maybe that
But
might
30
cost them like 60 cents.
But with 30,
No,
yeah, okay,
not
but
if
30,
that,
okay,
yeah.
but counterpoint, $2 on 30 is like what?
That's
8% back.
It's not a bad percent.
8% is pretty fucking good. You can't get that on a credit card. You can't get that on a rewards card. You
Yeah,
can't get that almost
but
anywhere.
percentage. I understand your perspective, like percentage wise.
It makes to me that's not
you're
that
right.
bad.
You're right.
It's
You
not
are
that
right.
bad.
You are right.
Yeah, but if you
I'm taking anything at this point, I'm still gonna fucking buy
this is it. If you're already 15 deep, you're addicted. You have no choice. You gotta keep going. You gotta.
I don't even use the card. I just buy it. I don't even fucking use it.
Yeah,
I don't even use it. I lost my card in my hand. It was like, you want a card? I'm like, fuck, just give me a coffee. I gotta go to work, man.
That's it. Yeah, but there's people that would hear that and fucking puke because that people that like Bob, he would never think about not peeling the sticker off.
No way.
And keeping it. He'd probably buy 15. No, he wouldn't. But he'd be the kind of guy that would buy 15 copies in a year and have them all on his card. And in January 1st, go and get a free copy.
The advanced class, if you want to make money on Monopoly pieces, is you wait and peel like 90 of them all at once and put up a YouTube ASMR video of you peeling McDonald's coffee tickets.
Yeah.
And sell ads.
I know, yeah.
That's
the way
really
to
the
go,
trick.
for sure.
Well, do you know the Tim Hortons app, like, apparently peels more data from your phone than Facebook does? Your location.
Well, it's constantly fucking like switching.
There was a big story on this on Reddit.
Updating.
I think it was on Reddit a while ago. It's about how if you peel back like the data that this thing sends out, you can like I guess unwind the packets that they send.
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff about where you work, where your spouse works, the Tim Hortons closest to your office, where you go after work. Like if you so this guy was saying like at the time I got the Tim Hortons app, I was getting out of a relationship and it had me going to my home every night or my new girlfriend's home every night. And then one night I went to my ex-girlfriend's house to pick up my bike.
Yeah.
And it picked it up as like unknown location. And like it like made a scene or whatever in the data.
Oh, really?
Out, like this is a location we don't know yet. We got to find out what this is or whatever the case.
What the fuck?
Pretty crazy. This is like as like tech evolves, no one's gonna have these rewards cards anymore because they're.
Oh no.
They're sort of like whatever. There's no benefit for Tim Hortons to give you a rewards card, right? Like you're gonna buy that 16th coffee regardless whether it's free or not.
I guess. Oh, you think that the whole rewards program's going away?
I think the whole rewards program
just
is here to
came
stay.
out.
I think it's here to stay.
It just came out.
But I think the card, the physical card, offers no benefit to Tim
It's
Hortons.
going to be all in the app.
But the data, because you're going to buy that 16th coffee anyways. If you get 15, that 16th one, you're not just going to be like, what do you mean it's not free? I'm done with him. Fucking way.
Well, I opted out of the rewards cards. I was like, fuck this. It's 15 copies. I'm like, now I'm just like, I mean, if I go there and
you opted out. Why?
Well, because I was just fuck them was my attitude.
Yeah.
I still go there, but like I look at it.
Exactly.
I go in the morning now. Like before, I was like, I gotta go to Timmies because I gotta get my free coffee.
You cared about the card.
And now I'm like looking, I'm like, because it's like a McDonald's and a Tim Hortons like right across from each other. So I look at it and I'm like, which is the less lineup?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what I do now. Like, oh, whatever. Like McDonald's is still 7 coffees on their little sticker. Fucking
They got a card in every cup, right?
Yeah. Which I'm like, but like McDonald's is always packed.
Yeah.
So I always just go to Tim Hortons.
It's just better. It's a better experience at McDonald's. Like
it's way better.
The other thing now
it's
that
still shit, but it's way better.
It is shit.
It's just brutal.
The other thing
that's so bad.
It's shit at McDonald's, and Tim Hortons is brutal. It's pathetic.
Can someone explain to me how a multi-billion-dollar corporation like Tim Hortons, Wendy's, or whatever their conglomerate is, like that's a big fast food outfit, right? How is it possible that no one in any of those boardrooms, like Tim Hortons came up with...
What's going on with maybe introduce a quality control?
No, not even that. Like, if you wanted to run a sick ad campaign, okay, and you were Tim Hortons, Wendy's, Burger King, the fucking fulcrum, the sticking point you would use, you would come up with some like funny 30-second bit about how when you go to McDonald's, the thing you order is never in the fucking bag. The salsa's never in the fucking bag. The coffee's never right. The burger's never done properly. Something about that bag. And then you would fucking introduce a literal guillotine in the back of your Tim Hortons if you fuck up the order.
Right.
Running these ads, you cannot fuck up the order or you're out the fucking door. That's it.
Yeah, but I don't know if it works like that, to be perfectly honest.
But it would still be a good ad campaign anyways. Because everyone says that about McDonald's. How many times do you go to McDonald's? And like we do this now every time we go drink at your parents' place and we stay over. Next morning we go to McDonald's, pull through. We get 2 breakfast cereal combos, 2 coffees, salsa in the bag. that last part. It's
Yeah.
it's like I'm
If
speaking.
you don't say
into
sauce in
a-
the bag, sauce can be in the bag.
But it's like I'm speaking into a cup. They can't hear me.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I
yeah.
get 2 burrito combos?
It's all about
2 burrito combos.
Yeah.
Don't put the sauce in the bag.
Yeah.
What would you say? Sauce in the bag.
They
No
give-
sauce in the
give you-
bag.
They give you the stuff, and then they say thanks, have a good day. You say thank you. You pull forward all of 8 or 9 inches, and you check the bag.
Mm-hmm.
If Tim Hortons had jumped on that ad campaign 10 years ago when this started, I think that would have been a fucking smash hit.
It's
Oh,
too
yeah.
oxymoronic though, because they can't get their shit.
Tim
right.
Hortons doesn't rely on it the same way McDonald's does. Tim
I
Hortons,
guess.
a lot of people go to Tim Hortons to hang out. I don't see any pensioners hanging out at McDonald's.
You don't? Yeah,
Barely? Really?
Yeah, they do.
Where?
But
Come
that's
on.
not like
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but that's not
McCafe,
their
bro.
thing though. But that's not their thing.
McCafe. They hang
You are
on
right,
the play
like-
place.
No, they
Yeah.
Will's
Yeah.
right for sure, but like for some reason I don't know what it is. It just seems like people go to Tim Hortons to hang out.
Yeah.
They don't at McDonald's, but they do. But it's like it doesn't seem like.
But a
it.
different demo, don't you think?
No, but it's like
No.
it's the same demo, but it's just like it just seems like Tim Hortons is more for that, as
Tim
where
Hortons
McDonald's
has,
is like
yeah,
yeah,
it's
shit
like
and
a
get out.
fireplace there.
Yeah, well, they have it at McDonald's too. It's
Oh,
like,
really?
but it's just like this. It just doesn't seem like
McDonald's
that's what
has
it's
a fireplace
for.
there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man, it's weird, man.
They've
It
been
was-
having
I liked it better when it
fireplaces.
was just like fucking shit in there. It was
Yeah.
just like you just get your food. It was never wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like they actually fucking had like credible employees for some reason. Like,
Tim Hortons.
but people
Church
actually
is
like
great.
people were like I don't know had work ethic back
what,
in the
what
day.
the fuck happened though? Like all of a sudden, like
Oh, what happened?
I don't know if it's
Millennials.
like yeah.
Yeah,
Millennials.
Fuck yeah.
I'm a millennial. It's kids younger than us.
Well, it's even us.
Well, the problem is that we're the managers now.
Yeah, but do you think
We
that,
suck too.
Here's-
Well, we're millennials.
Here's
That's what I'm saying.
I
like,
think the problem really probably started at the same time when you would give somebody an extra nickel or an extra dime so you could get even change back, and they started looking at you like you had 2 heads.
Mhm.
Like this isn't the number on the till.
Right. Yeah.
What do I do with this?
You eliminate the money, and
How-
everybody just fucking sucks at their
You know
job
what I
now.
mean? Like how I
What,
can't
they can't do an even number.
I can't give you
I can't do my job.
the change is $1.95, and if you gave me a nickel, so now I'm giving you $1.95 and your nickel,
So
and
give
I'm
me
not
your dollar
putting
back.
and I'm not getting you salsa in the bag.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you a toonie,
You
and
maybe
you're not getting
one
salsa
extra
in the
step.
bag.
Uh-huh.
You maybe
And
one
that's
extra
it.
step to
Yeah.
get a solid loony. No salsa.
That's it.
You
We
crazy?
don't know how to do it.
Well, they don't know how to handle money either. It's like,
They don't know how to handle anything.
but like they'll just like give you the machine. I'm like, no, it's money, cash, and they're like, oh, sorry, cancel it right away.
Cash.
Cash. Wait,
We don't take that here.
this looks like you just spit cash.
What's
That
cash?
doesn't look like a Bitcoin.
What is this? Not debit.
What is this? Can you tap
Can you
it?
tap this?
Shove
Does
it in
it
an
tap?
ATM.
Does it tap or no?
I don't know how to
What
handle
do you do?
it.
Swipe and send help.
Okay, this guy's giving me no sauce.
Mr. Baruziak.
Last week I spent a bunch of money on.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I'd like to tell you about those things now.
He's doing some maintenance.
I spent an hour on the phone on Wednesday night with Bell Mobility. I've talked on this podcast before about my experience with Bell Mobility.
Bell
I think
Mobility.
you've talked about your experience with your phone provider.
And
And
which
me-
has been pretty prime, by the way. No overages, $79 every
Yeah,
month
good.
since I changed. Yeah.
So ours has been good too. And Kenzie wanted a new phone.
Mm-hmm.
She's been looking at new phones.
Just tried to leave it on the street the other weekend.
Yeah, she was that morning. When you guys found the phone, or when Carla found the phone, was the most bittersweet moment at this house that we've ever had.
Uh huh.
She was shopping for new phones.
Yeah.
She's going,
I tried so hard to get blackout drunk and lose my phone.
Remember, she was like passed out in bed. I'm like, they found your phone. She goes, oh, good. Good. Oh, that's awesome. And she gets home, she's like, speaker doesn't work. I'm probably still gonna get another. And then like a couple hours go by.
Speaker doesn't work.
A couple hours go by. The thing dries out a bit. Speaker works fine. Everything
I already
completely indestructible. So
Well,
anyway,
phone's not supposed to sit on the edge of the table like that.
yeah, I was on the phone with Belle for a couple hours the other day, and or for about an hour and a half, and we were talking about our plan. And long and short of it is, we got a pretty good deal on 2 new phones. We're gonna add them to our monthly fee because they had a Black Friday special, which is good. We added. I don't know how Belle missed
How many
this.
phones are you gonna have?
I already sold that one. That one's out the door on Tuesday.
Yeah, but you're still gonna have 2 phones.
No, 1 phone.
Oh.
We both got Pixel 5s. I haven't sold hers yet, but I sold mine.
Yeah, but what's okay?
So
I thought you said you're getting 2 new phones.
2 new phones on the contract. Yeah. So we signed a 2-year deal. On the 20 gigs. 20 gigs fast, and then low speed after that. Whatever that story is.
Sure.
I can't believe Bell missed. I mean, no one from Bell listens to this podcast. Barely anyone listens at all.
Who knows?
But the Bell missed that about a year ago when we called them about some overages on our account and about how the internet was not what we wanted. We wanted extra data on the phones, all this stuff. They added as a bundle piece the home phone to save us some money.
You have a home phone?
We did up until 2 days ago. That home phone was costing us $30 a month.
I can't believe you were fucking you.
But that
you guys
$30
of all people fucking paying for that.
No,
What are you guys doing?
but-
Just constantly getting calls about getting your ducks clean.
But 30, we never even hooked one up. The $30 was just saving us more than 30
Right.
on the bundle,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So we were saving like 10 or 12 bucks. We're like,
Oh yeah.
sure, we'll take the $30, no problem. And so I said the other night, I want to get these new phones, whatever, and I want to cancel this phone we have here, and I want the cable package you guys are advertising for Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And so after some back and forth, we agreed on canceling the home phone, all this stuff. Made out pretty good, but we're gonna pay I think probably all in for internet, phone, or for internet I should say TV and 2 phones, maybe $385 a month.
Sounds like a lot to me.
It's $75 a line for 20 gigs
Okay.
and all the other stuff per phone. Plus we get the max internet package, the better or best cable package with all the sports and stuff. Plus Kenzie wants channels a la carte. That's where they get you, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
The a la carte channels. You know what the a la carte channels cost?
No.
$5 a channel.
Fuck is an a la carte channel?
Five means if you want to add to the package they give you, if you don't want Portuguese cricket and you want something else on that package, Slice or MTV or whatever, $5 per channel.
$5.
Smart, right? So they got
I
you with
guess.
that. Now, this is not really where I spent the most.
That's where the
money this
capitalism pisses me off.
week. Well, hopefully,
I get it, but I'm
whatever.
like, fuck
if
you.
Elon's whatever Starlink comes to fruition in the next little while, we can all use that for our phones. That's not what I spent the money on. Last Saturday, when I realized that I wasn't gonna be able to get Good Life bookings because of this 10 fucking person limit that PDF is putting in, Premier Doug Ford, I decided that we were gonna dip into the home equity line of credit to get a home gym, a proper Olympic home gym. And so we went to a couple of places. The place I talked to you guys about, with the guy welding barbells and all that. I looked at his stuff, tried to contact him. He didn't get back to me. So we ended up going to a place called Squat Racks Canada. We bought a squat rack, the J-hooks, Olympic bar, 245s, 225s, 210s, 25s, and I just bought an incline bench. Kenzie bought the recumbent bike or the spin bike. Yeah, it's nice. It's like good quality. It's like gym quality bench. All that stuff plus taxes plus shipping, $2,300.
Yeah.
Kenzie's gym membership is, I believe, $60 or $50 a month.
Yeah, which is how much? What's that? It's like $600 a month, or $600 a year, sorry.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like $700.
More,
So like a
yeah.
couple of years. If you work out there for a couple of years,
If she never goes
there it is.
back,
there it is.
yeah.
Well, plus you too.
I can't picture a scenario where, on chest day, for example, right? If you got a barbell and you got some plates and you got the rack and you got everything, or leg day, I'm not going to the gym for that anymore. I'm staying home. I'm doing the Olympic stuff instead. Other thing that I thought too that may not be a huge cost, but probably adds up if you go every day. The gym is about 1.5 kilometers away,
Oh, gas.
and so you're doing 3 kilometers a day basically.
Mm-hmm.
7 days a week, 20 kilometers. What's that? 80 kilometers a month. That's you know, over the course of a year,
It's a $20.
couple $100.
$20.
Couple $100 over the course of a year.
Yeah, sure.
And so I thought about that.
Sure.
Other thing I really like.
I mean, you're gonna save money for sure. Like anytime you do something like that, you're gonna save money.
Other thing I
in
really
the long run.
Other
It's not only money though; it's also time.
It's
you're not
time.
going
That's what I was
very
gonna say.
back.
It's the
Fuck
time, man. You
And
gotta
just
change
frustration
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
dealing with fucking idiots at the gym.
Yeah.
And
You
like,
listen to your own music and shit. You
Do
can
you know
wear
what
your nipple shirt with no one staring at you.
I'm not gonna wear a shirt. What's the point?
That too, yeah.
Why would I wear a shirt? I'm gonna wear tights.
For Kenzie's
I'm gonna wear
sake.
tights. I'm going barefoot. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Down
Joey's
there.
first thing he says is like, "Yo, we're gonna take shirtless slow mo
I never
missing
I
vids."
never said that.
Yeah,
I was like, "Fucking Christ, man!"
You did just post
You
a
can-
gym video on Instagram.
That shit was. Did you see that video?
Guy saw it.
That was fucking. That's hard shit.
Yeah, cool. That's how impressed we aren't.
I was like, oh my god.
It's a good video.
Oh, look at this shit.
Neither of
Joey
you guys
fucking
should do
posted a gym photo. A
I
gym
never do
video.
that.
And I showed her and she goes, that's actually fucking hard.
It is fucking hard.
I was like, alright.
It is fucking hard.
That's hard, but it's also
You're never gonna.
black.
I'm never gonna be like, here,
You know,
take a look at me doing some squats at 205.
Yeah.
Yeah, check that out. Look how low I go. Like, wow, really cool, man. Thanks.
Well, you can't because people be like, there's so many other people out there that can lift more. Whereas, like, you do something like that, people don't know.
They can't.
Most people can't do like pistol squats and fucking like those whatever Bosu ball lunges or whatever.
The Bosu ball always available at the gym.
Yeah, no.
Nobody
I
Oh,
fucking
no one
use
uses
so much.
it. I'm getting there too because like I'm at the point now in my life and my age and stuff like that where I'm like, oh, am I gonna do power lift still? Like I was going back to the gym a bit and I'm like I'm trying to like bench again, like I'm still going pretty heavy, but like I can't do what I did.
Yeah.
And it's pissing me off. But I'm like
Yeah.
looking at it, I'm like I can still bench heavy. I can still go heavy.
For a couple reps.
Yeah, like I can still probably bench like 275 for a rep.
Yeah.
But I'm like I used to be able to do it for
275 is a lot.
Yeah, well, like
That's
I was benching 3 wheels.
Were you?
Yeah, so it's like okay.
What's that? 315?
Yeah, so it's like I was doing that, but like that was like the peak of my shit, and I was like, so now 275 is like what, like my body's like used to it.
Yeah.
That weight, so it can handle it. It's not fun doing. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, now I'm at the age. I'm like, okay, so I either go balls deep in powerlifting, or I just focus on like mobility, strength, and like put myself in a position where I can play sports for the rest of my life.
So
injury
you
prevention.
Why don't you could just train like a professional NHL player?
Yeah.
They still squat and deadlift and do all that shit.
Yeah.
But they also like go for runs and do lateral movement.
And they
training
have like
shit
the ultimate like sports team behind
Yeah.
them, like their nutritionists and this and that. Like those guys are in like peak physical condition, even in their 30s. But like
Yeah.
we don't have that, so I'm like looking, I'm like fucking.
Even in your 30s.
Yeah, you're about your retirement or your professional any
You're
sports.
washed upperment.
Oh my god.
But fucking like
Offensive.
I'm just saying, like now I'm like I don't really care. Like I'm already fucking strong. Like all of us are fucking strong. Like dealing with what you benched heavy, you've benched heavy, we've all fucking benched heavy.
Man, for the first time in my life now, basically every time I go to the gym to do chest and try, I do 225 no spotter, couple reps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never did that before.
Yeah.
Always had a spotter.
This is
one rep maybe.
This is what happens with lifting in your like when you're lifting in your 30s. Like you're now at like your strongest you've ever been.
I think
Like
so.
that's like for powerlifting, like your prime is in like your early 30s.
This was part of the reason I told Kenzie, a week ago when we started having these booking problems that, I really feel like I hit, after whatever, I've been lifting weights for like 15 years now. I was like, for the first time, I really feel like I hit my stride. Like I just don't get hurt anymore.
Oh yeah.
I don't have problems with form. I don't have problems controlling weight. I don't have problems with like branching outside of the stuff I usually do. I got a good mix of these like whatever the functional stuff, like the stuff on,
now
on
there's
Instagram and the heavy weight and all that.
Yeah, the
and
proper like I don't know path.
you got like a good program
It's like
that
it's
works
like it's
for you.
conditioned, right?
It's
You just-
experience, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I'm sitting there now. I'm like, okay, so what do I do? Make a decision. I'm like. I notice this talking to girls, especially because like I'm single, whatever, and I'm like talking to girls, and they
We gotta talk about your current situation. I think on the podcast,
whatever.
Why?
We don't, but
Every
we can.
week?
We can.
is it changing every week?
It is changing.
We gotta talk about it every week.
But
That's no brainer.
It's the only time we're gonna get it out of you. We're not gonna talk about it in real life.
I'm not. But yeah, like talking to them, they're like, oh, like because they see my picture. Oh, you must like this one girl's just like, oh my god, your cardio must be insane. I'm like,
What
yeah.
picture is she looking at?
Well, I'm like, I have 6-pack on.
Were you just crossing the line with the?
Yeah, I'm like, I just ran 50K.
It's like in your backyard.
Oh, sorry. Like she's like, why are you texting out of breath? Oh, I just finished the 50K. Sorry.
You just have it woo.
Why are you texting out of breath?
Sorry, what does that mean? Oh, sorry, just panting in text. I just finished another 50K. Sorry.
You got your-
Second one today.
She's like looking at me. She's like, wow, your cardio must be insane. I'm like, Insane.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm like, but they're like, because they're all like into fitness or whatever. Because I've been into fitness since I was like 15. They're like just getting into it, right?
Yeah,
so they're all fired up.
They're
about it.
16.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm just hanging out with 16.
Are they like cardio bunnies?
No, they're like gym chicks or whatever, but they got into it later than I did. So I'm like jaded gym guy.
Right.
I'm like, I've been going to the gym forever. I'm like, I understand the benefits. I like working out. Hate the fucking gym life.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Yeah, I know.
Hate it.
Man, I remember I got into fucking... Not into trouble, but like off on the wrong foot with one of my girlfriend's friends because I was that jaded guy that had been to the gym so long, and these girls were like just getting into it. Like, granted, they're a bit younger than me, but like still later than we had gotten into it.
Yeah.
And like I hadn't seen her in like years, and she came up to me at a party and was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Blah blah blah. She started talking about the gym and all that shit. And I was like, hey, you know what's really cool? Talking about the gym at a party.
Yeah,
and she just like shut up right away and just got like,
that was her new favorite thing.
And yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah. She was hyped and she was like, oh, I thought that like you were still hyped from the gym, and I was like,
the hype fades pretty fast. Like it was like that's all it was back when we were younger. Like when we were like,
I miss that though.
I miss it tons, but it's never coming back.
The gym's
ruined.
Wasn't the gym like a means to an end when you first started going? That's what it was.
What do you mean?
Like I remember I started going to the gym because I wanted to get more girls. That's why I started going.
I had a different motivation, but it was definitely a byproduct of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a benefit you get no matter what you go there for.
Well, I had a temper.
Oh yeah. Oh, because you were doing some boxing stuff too, right?
Yeah, I had a temper, and I was getting I would hung out with older kids and just kicked the shit out of me all the time.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do anything about it. I'm like, okay, fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm getting bigger than everybody. I'm getting better at fighting. And then I was like, and that's what it came down to. And then it just started to turn into just like working out. And I go, this isn't. Fuck this. Like I don't like because other people just like went in like casually working out. I like had a mission, and then like I accomplished it, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. This is shit. Like, but I like being active and like being athletic and whatever, playing sports. But like I get like most people are like, I'm just going to the gym, you know, like get jacked, I guess. But like I was never like that. That's why I was so intense when I was there.
But I'm more like that now. Now I'm way more blasé about it. Whereas like before when I was in university, it was like going twice a day, like watching my diet like crazy, going and doing like fucking crazy ass workouts and like actually trying to like get into peak physical condition.
You guys are bodybuilding though.
Yeah.
You guys are bodybuilding. I was just like strength training.
Right.
Like we did different regimens for sure. Like
I
was like, I'm trying to get as strong as fuck. I don't even care what I look like.
Yeah.
You guys are like, I'm gonna look super good, and you guys fucking did.
Did you guys ever like go to the gym hoping to see somebody there and like pick up some stuff from their workout? Like I remember in university there was guys that I would work out with once in a blue moon. You just catch them like on their day and join their workout, and you'd always get something from those people, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
There's guys even now, like I don't really care now, but I definitely did before, like in my early 20s, when I was just like involved in the gym, like that's all I cared about. There was guys, but like these guys never talked to anybody, and I liked that. Yeah. I didn't like the guys that would just go to the gym as like a socialite thing, right?
Just to be seen there.
But like it's not like, not to say that they weren't in good shape or anything like that, or like they weren't strong or whatever. None of that. Like there was guys that were like fucking intense, man. And I was like, I want to hang out with this guy, but he's not gonna let me, so I'm just gonna kind of like pay attention to what the fuck he's doing and do that.
There's always that kind of guy. At least like even not so much when I was at university, because that was more so like get big gym. Yeah. It was always fucking packed.
University gym?
Juice heads, and it was just guys there basically trying to get bigger, you know?
Yeah, Guelph was, like any university gyms like that. They got like steroid, they got like steroid fucking things in the bathroom.
Mine was
like needle disposals and all that.
Mine was not like that.
Really?
Yeah, university?
Yeah, it wasn't like that, no.
But it was like a lot more of that.
But you went to a bigger school than I did too, but yeah.
Right. But I was more into that. Like, I wasn't doing needles and shit, but I was, like, more into, like, bodybuilding and, like, getting bigger and shit. Yeah. But now, like, going to, like, the gym that I go to now, or went to, I guess, you'd see the guy who's, like, he's got, like, the ripped t-shirt, the headband, and he's just dripping fucking sweat. Just, like... Well, like, yeah, like a fucking, it's like his sleeve is like ripped off and down his headband.
The PJ headband.
Yeah. But like, it's always that guy, and he's always like dripping sweat, he doesn't talk to anyone, but like, That guy's getting his fucking workout.
He's a weird dude. He's a weird dude.
Weird.
Like, he is gunning it.
Yeah, that's what I'm always like, fuck, I kind of wish I was doing that shit.
I wish I was weird.
What's the thing you added to your workout in the last? I mean, I want to say last year, but COVID kind of threw that for a loop. Like in the last 18 or 24 months, that 20-year-old you would have been like, why the fuck are you doing this? Where you do it now? Cardio at all?
No, I never did cardio.
Really?
Or stretch. I do cardio and stretch.
See, I did cardio when I was
every
young,
time.
and then in my 20s, my mid-20s, I never did it, and then I started doing it.
Cardio was like frowned upon in like my like whatever little circle.
Same.
Cardio.
I did 2 minutes on the Stairmaster to warm up, and then it was fucking hitting the weights. Yeah. I do way more like actual like balance shit. Like I'll do like lunges on. There's like a little ball. Well, it's like a little like pad, but it's like
with the
full
ball
of
under
air.
it.
No, it's like a little like a pancake ball.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know. It's just like super unstable.
It's just not flat ground.
It's like an air mattress, but it's like this big.
You gotta use
like
your fucking abs to like stabilize yourself.
Yeah. So I'll do like lunges and shit on that, or like one leg deads or straight leg deads and shit. Nice. But like that one I would never fucking touch back in university because I was like, who gives a fuck about this? It's not really helping me get big. So
dude,
fuck it.
That's the kind of shit that like I've noticed talking to girls that they're like, what the fuck? Like they're like looking at me, I'm like, yeah, because I want to be like healthy. I don't want to just be huge anymore. They're like, oh man, like I want to do like a weightlifter. I'm like, okay, well go fucking date that guy then.
Yeah.
And have fun just eating chicken breast and dealing with his emotional instabilities and shit.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Chicken breast, rice, and peanut butter.
And anger. Like, go hang out with that guy. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't want to date a girl that's like into that.
Fuck no. That's when you always see like juice heads and it's like, oh, like he's got a pretty hot girlfriend, but that girlfriend's probably fucked in the head.
Fucked in the head, and
you think that is like good looking. Whatever, good on you.
And I'm looking at that point in my life. That was like the most depressed I've ever been.
Yeah.
Depressed, like, because I was because I was just mundane. I was just doing the same shit. Accomplishing minuscule goals. Oh, I just gotta get, like, because you hit a point, right? And you're like, when you're hitting numbers, when you chase numbers, you get a point where you can only go up maybe like 2.5 fucking pounds
every few months.
You can't you get like, because your body only has so much capability, like, naturally. And like, I wasn't taking supplements or anything. I wasn't even taking protein powder. I was doing nothing. I was eating chicken and rice, and that was it. So your body hits a point where you can only do. If I was doing like creatine and like everything, like all that shit, I'd probably bench like 365.
And you'd be so broke.
And I would look fucked.
That's the thing, like like the fucking sup stack. Man, like that stuff is expensive. It's so expensive.
I don't even want to think about how much money I save.
Because what would you take?
I'm not doing
you would take creatine, protein, aminos for sure.
That was it. That was literally it.
And then you maybe take like
what did you say?
Creatine, protein, and
aminos. Maybe like a glutamine or something.
Or like you take like a collagen supplement maybe too.
No,
if you had like problems with your ligaments, something like that.
Yeah, I think I had at one point. I think I was doing.
You stack aminos.
What's glutamine? I don't even know what glutamine is.
It's good for your joints and shit.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah.
And it helps like with protein like distribution or whatever.
Yeah. It's like
you're supposed to stack out or something.
Oh, fuck no.
I could have just been fed some bullshit from some Popeye sales.
Is that not all bullshit? Like, can we agree on that? It is, right? I'm pretty sure.
I think it is. The only thing the things that I found worked for me were protein, creatine, Sison fucking
What's Sison?
That's creatine. That's monohydrate though. And it's like it's that works.
And aminos. It's a bunch of shit.
It's a lot. There was fucking. I would drink. Yeah, it's a during. You take during, and I remember I had to stop a quarter of the way through the thing because at night felt like my organs were just like twisting inside. I'm like, this is so fucked.
Wow, you were getting stomach aches and stuff?
Like unbearable. Yeah. Like it was so. I had to take Advil.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm not doing this.
Sometimes that feeling of a stomach ache is not actually that; it's like a liver issue.
Well, yeah, it was my organs like attacking me.
Well, I can't believe that I was taking all those stuffs, and it's like
barely drinking water.
I was drinking. I was fucking healthy.
You gotta drink a lot of water.
I was drinking a shit ton of water, eating super fucking healthy.
I was drinking a ton of beer and smoking dope.
Yeah, I wasn't doing any of that. But then it was like, what the fuck is all this like? I'm worried about what I'm putting in my body now. Like I won't even drink a Coke, but now it's like, what the fuck were those chemicals even going in? Like what are they even called?
It didn't matter then. Like when you're 20, 25.
Fucking 18.
Man, sometimes I still think that now though.
Dude,
like,
I remember one time.
You can get away with so much. Even now, we're not that. Like I'm not that. I don't feel that old.
You look
right?
old. No. I remember I was like, I don't know, 19, 20 years old. I was walking home from someone's house and I was like taking
supping
out the ass. Like the most sups I've ever taken in my life. It's like I like Will know I'm not a huge sup guy.
For the listening public, sups
supplements.
Slang
supplements. Yeah.
So I'm like I was taking the biggest stack I've ever taken.
You're just too slack. You just don't
remember. So slack. It's so slack, and it was just such a waste of money. I'm just like this is like so. Stupid.
But you buy like a protein and have like 2, 3 a week.
That's right. There's creatine sitting in that cabinet that I bought like probably 3 years ago.
I still have some at my house.
And I just can't ever do the load. It's like you gotta drink it like 4 times
you have
a
to
day
be like disciplined as fuck
for a week to load up or whatever.
Yeah, loading phase.
I'm not doing that.
I just
forget. Like I got other stuff going on.
I was walking home from like a buddy's house, or whatever. It was at like up by Yorkview, and I was coming down by those apartments. Where like Ace's apartment, walking down that path, and I gotta take a piss.
Yeah,
it was like 2 o'clock. I hadn't had a beer, nothing. Not drinking enough.
You burned a hole through the asphalt.
Taking a piss, man. It was like 4 beer pisses in a row. It was like 3 minutes of just piss, and it was it was like transparent. I could see through the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was just like
stunk too.
Oh my god, it was fucked. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, what am I fuck? I'm like, fuck this. And I'm done with subs. Like, fuck, eating protein. Fuck this, man.
You know what? For what it's worth, the scientific community that I work in and with, all those guys say the same thing about. It's funny. All these older Asian scientists are always like, "Oh, you must lift a lot of weights." And I'm like, I'm really not that big, but I am in good shape. And these guys are always saying the same thing. If you want to get big and stay healthy, all you gotta do is drink whole milk.
Oh fuck!
These guys all swear by whole milk.
You know why? It's because they were fed those fucking commercials growing up.
I don't know. I've been drinking whole milk my whole life.
Milk
so far, so good. But I don't know if like a lot of people probably maybe just don't drink any milk at all. Is that the case? I don't know a lot of people drink milk.
Really?
I'm not joking.
My buddies make fun of you for drinking
Everyone
milk.
over 45 drinks a glass of milk.
I'm not
really.
Joking. I can attest to this recently. I stopped drinking milk not for any reason.
Just because you got
I'm like, I'm just gonna drink water.
Yeah.
So I was just drinking water, and then I just started drinking milk again. And I'm not kidding, man. I feel a lot better.
Really?
Yeah, my bones feel strong. Everything feels
That
strong.
stuff's good for you.
I remember I had an
I don't
argument
fuck
with
with milk.
one of your ex-girlfriends.
You don't fuck with milk?
No.
Really?
It's
Never fuck with
good.
it.
She one of Will's ex-girlfriends was like just I don't know. We were like on the ride home from the cottage, and we're just having like whatever. Just it wasn't like anything bad.
On the highway.
On the highway, just having a conversation,
sitting in
and she
highway
just starts
traffic.
coming at me because I just said I drink milk, and she just starts coming at me about milk, and I'm like,
About milk?
I'm like, what the fuck? It was not like
the ethics of milk.
No.
No. It was just like the health benefits of milk, and I'm like, okay.
You don't ever heard that? People don't fuck with milk.
And I'm like,
people
okay.
always say the same dumb shit about milk that they say about all kinds of other. People who say it's the same story all the time. We're the only species who drinks the milk of another animal. We're the only species who fucking came up with VCRs and DVD players too. Doesn't mean they were no good. We're the only species who went to the moon. Doesn't mean it's no good. This is not a real argument.
Well, no,
that's part of like the fucking. We eat cows. It's not that big a stretch to assume that milk.
It's not even about. It's not even about that. It's also about what works for you, and that's what a lot of people don't fucking get. Like people ask me, "What did you do to this? Why do you look like that? Why don't I look like that?" I'm like, well, first of all, genetics. Second of all, because I'm just lucky, right? I'm just lucky.
Genetics. First of all, that is genetics then.
My genetics,
lucky.
Yeah, that's it. I can drink
Two
milk
different
and lucky.
things.
It's actually just genetics and luck. Gene health.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, I found things that work for me that if you did exactly what I did, it wouldn't work the same.
Yeah.
Different body types, different body mechanics, this and that. I can bench more, you can do more of this, whatever. It's body mechanics, everything. I'm just saying, there's a lot of shit that people I want to do what you do. It's like, well, there's a genetic roll of dice that I'm going to be better at certain things and you're going to be better at certain things. It just milk makes me feel good. Might not make you feel good because you have your reproductive system. Your
digestive system.
Yeah, like all your systems, we're not all the same.
Yeah.
There's a pretty good study I saw. This is probably like 5-6 years ago, maybe longer, about how Europeans do better with milk than almost any other demographic, like global demographic.
Because those guys are fucking battle hardened.
Well, I don't know why it is, right? They say
suck down more milk than us.
They say that, you know, if you go back a little bit in their history, there was a time when they were basically relying on milk for, you know, a century or 2 centuries.
Staying alive.
Yeah, they were using.
I think a lot of people probably were.
But apparently Europeans are better at it than most other ethnicities.
Yeah, they didn't even use
like
the
people from
filtration. They just
other
drank it
demographics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
milked
exactly.
into a bucket and just fucking.
I was gonna say, man, that would be a fucking lie. I should have just lied because it would have made the story a lot better. But
We'll just lie.
okay, one of the biggest guys I've ever seen.
Is that the lie?
That's a lie. He was fucking big
No,
though.
the biggest guy.
Probably the biggest guy in the world, actually.
Nice. Holy fuck.
This guy who was in my engineering
must
class,
be big.
And he's an engineer.
he was huge, and he was a dairy farmer. His parents were, and he drank straight up non-pasteurized, not like. I was like, there's like what percentage fat was he? He's like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Right out of the
sucking
bucket.
the udders.
Yeah, and he was fucking huge.
Probably had
Like,
nothing to do with him just like slinging bales of hay.
No, he wasn't. He was a fucking fat fuck. He
You
wasn't
can't,
like,
Oh, he's huge.
yeah,
Oh, he was fat.
he's super
I
fat.
thought he was just like a big farm boy.
He could have been if he worked out at all. He was like 6'4" probably, and like thick. Yeah,
I went to
I fucking love people
in
like
the-
that. I
in the
fucking
same-
am so down.
I know.
in the same vein. I went to basketball tryouts for Redeemer College. I think it's university.
Still
now.
trying out, eh?
No, but this is like 10 years ago. And my brother, my dad was trying to Trojan horse my brother into that school. And I was a pretty good basketball player, and so I was.
Trojan horse.
My dad was saying like, you go there, you play basketball for them, you can go to teachers college there. But your brother, I want to go to school there for his undergrad because he dropped out of Mohawk or something.
How the fuck
like
would that work? You'd be like, oh, this guy plays basketball. Let's get his brother in here too.
They were gonna figure it out. Yeah,
Who's them?
Redeemer was.
That's politics.
And so I remember the coach.
Were you that good?
I'm a pretty good basketball player.
Yeah, but they were like, we need this guy, and you were like,
Imagine-
only if my
imagine-
brother can come. And
Redeemer also not that great at basketball school. So like,
at all.
Imagine
Yeah.
you were 6'2".
I know, instead of 5'4",
He'd be playing in the NBA still.
unbelievable. I'd be
Still.
Like he's 35.
Oh, he'd be
Alan
retired.
Everson.
He'd
So-
be fighting Jake Paul.
I remember these kids. It's all Dutch Reform,
yeah.
Dutch Reform Christians, right? And so I remember this kid and his brother. These two guys. You know, we finished our practice or whatever that they let me participate in, and these guys
You weren't.
finished the practice, and everyone else is getting changed, getting ready to like go back to their dorm.
Mm-hmm.
And these two guys are like, "Nah, we're not getting changed. We're going to the weight room." And the coach, you know, we're just talking or whatever. He pulls me aside. He goes, "These guys have never finished a practice and have not gone to the weight room to do squats."
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, "That's weird."
Do squats help in basketball?
I mean,
Jumping?
for power and maybe jumping or whatever.
But I see
boxing out.
boxing out.
Yeah, maybe box jumps
But
would
like,
be a good idea.
but like these guys, I thought.
The squat,
I was
man.
like, yeah, it's not a bad idea. Maybe go and do some burnouts or whatever. Like, I wasn't even doing. I had never even fucking done a squat in my life
Yeah.
at that point in my life. I was like 21 or 22. I'd never done a fucking squat. And I remember walking by the weight
Like
room.
when I
Done
was-
plenty arms though.
I remember.
Oh yeah.
That's offensive, offensive but true. And so I remember walking by the weight room and seeing these guys with 3 plates on the fucking bar,
Yikes.
just fucking hammering squats back and forth.
Jesus Christ.
Hammering. These guys are probably 19 or 20 years old.
Oh right.
Yeah,
true.
and it turns out that their father owned a couple of farms up in that area, up in Ancaster there.
Mhm.
Same story.
He's loaded. Now.
Farm kids,
Wrecked.
those farm kids.
Raised-
And like, man,
Right now.
I've been fortunate enough to coach some kids who are Dutch Reform in the interim, right?
Yeah.
And these kids are all the same way. They're fucking
Oh, yeah.
strong, family oriented.
Yeah.
Playing
Sorry,
the
I'm
wrong
li-
fucking sport.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm late.
exactly.
Sorry, I'm late for the game, coach. I was plowing snow.
Why are they playing
Yeah, yeah.
basketball?
Because
I
they're
know.
just good athletes.
Yeah, but why are they playing basketball?
What else are they gonna play?
Football.
Everything else other than basketball.
You-
Anything that requires
you get
like
hurt.
physical strength.
You get hurt playing other sports. Basketball, you don't get hurt. You just get to use all your abilities. You don't get hurt doing it.
Except for all your MCLs and ankles and all.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that when you're 14, 15.
Yeah, but what about like
You
hockey?
got ask
Hockey don't
Kenzie.
get hurt.
Kenzie came to a couple of games this year, and like
Well, speak for
Kenzie,
yourself.
Kenzie has seen kids play on the teams that I've coached that are like good athletes, kids who go on to play like rep and high level basketball, probably up until they're 18 or 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
The kids we had this year these Dutch Reform kids, like, effortless kind of stuff. Like, they'd be chasing down a kid on a fast break. Kids like my height, whatever, 5'8", 5'9", going up for a layup. This kid would just, but he's not even sending it out of bounds. He's sending it off the backboard.
Oh yeah.
Like he's waiting for the kid to put it up at the backboard.
He's got that. He's got the
Just-
vision and everything.
Just kind of unbelievable athleticism. Yeah, and he's so much bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
Palms at midders.
This sort of like natural fitness that we were talking about, right? These kids are like, what fat is milk you drink? I don't fucking know. It comes from the cow.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
I love it. I'm all for that.
There's no replacement for that.
I am all for that.
Seems
I've always been about that. I've always
Burly men.
I've just been like, burly.
Girthy.
I've always been
Girthy
about that
man.
in any sense of athletics. Like anytime people start arguing with me, I have no scientific backup, and I never will. And I don't give a fuck because I'm looking at people that like that,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what about that guy?
Yeah.
What about that guy?
Yeah.
That's my evidence. That's my backup. That guy doesn't even know what percent milk he's drinking.
But
He's sucking udders is what he's drinking.
That guy can't spell glutamine or amino.
He doesn't even know the words. He doesn't care to.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, and you can fucking dunk your way to 2%, 1% skim milk, water only. That motherfucker's still gonna be jumping higher than you, further than you, dunking harder than you.
And he's just stronger. Like just like farm strong.
I'm a strong kid, but I've noticed guys like playing hockey and shit. And you go out to like a farm town,
Carlisle.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Like you go out there, and there's nothing there.
Smithville,
There's just pastures, and then an arena.
Let's get the pastures.
And you go in, and the arena is legit like a barn with an ice rink in it and a scoreboard.
Yeah.
And like the dressing rooms are fucking. You can see snow outside.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Just sheet metal wall.
Yeah, like actually, and you're like oh, it sounds like there's a storm outside. You can hear the storm
Whistling underneath.
Yeah. And we're in there. And we're like, yo, we're about to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, you know that, right? Like we're playing these guys in playoffs. I guess we get to play these guys. It's a best of 5, so we're probably only going to play them twice or 3 times. Yeah, we're in a fourth or fifth.
Third game we're at.
We're not gonna have an active play.
That was the first time
the
first time ever in like any sport. I'm like, yo, we don't stand a fucking chance. Like these, like I was one of the bigger kids on the team, and I was getting fucking tossed around. I was like nothing. Like these guys,
That's never a good sign.
I was like, why are these kids in this league?
Because they're your age.
But in this league, like these kids should be playing but they're just like not that good of hockey. They can just beat the shit out of teams. I'm like, this is fucking insane.
Bunch of third liners.
And they're like 15, and they're just like, they're as strong as I am, stronger than I am now. As a grown man, these kids are just huge dudes. I'm like, this is so fun. No way they were even wearing shoulder pads. Like, no fucking way.
Speculation.
Like, it's crazy, man.
This claim is disputed.
And I'm just sitting here just being like, they're just lucky. Like, fucking shut up. Like, they're just stronger people. Like, fucking. And that fucking brings me to another point.
What?
Mental illness.
What?
I'm just joking.
I'm
just joking. That's the conversation.
Me and Mike were talking mental illness before you got here about how some
people just kind of lean on it.
They're
of course they do.
Taking advantage of the designation, I think, more than they used to.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
Mental illness.
That's a fucking touchy subject.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what else you guys
subject.
want to talk about. That was what we spent our money on last week.
Yeah.
I took an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
We gotta
you
go.
always any finances.
Mike has been pretty good.
Mike is hyped on Sony. He feels like he really fucking hit a home run with Sony.
You're helping him out.
I'm up 28%.
I did.
I think.
Yeah.
On it since I bought it.
When how much of your dividend are you giving me from?
From the PS5 you bought.
Is it SNY?
I'll give you no dividend.
Well, you gotta give me a little.
But then how much dividend you get
Just
in
a little
dividends?
taste.
20 cents?
Just
I
a
don't
little
know,
taste.
whatever. Hey, I'll take it all. Take it all, man. Hey, it's my money.
I have no
Fucking right.
particular finance topics to discuss.
Do you don't?
I think the market was pretty good this week for me, anyway.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck is going on with GPV? Is it a thing?
What do you mean? Is it?
It's
a
been
This
I've
is
been
the
looking- I've been-
GPV podcast.
No, I sold it.
I have friends who text me about the podcast, be like, "What's going on with GPV? Are you guys still holding?" And
I
just
sold
say
it.
that I'm not holding anything, and I'm not your fiduciary. I'm not.
I sold it. I
give you
sold
advice.
it, and I've been curious as to what's going on.
Did you not look at it the next couple?
It's
of days?
inactive. I cannot follow up
Oh,
on
they took it
stuff.
off well simple, huh?
I guess.
I think they did. That's good then for you.
They took it off well simple.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Is
sure.
it not good? Did I sell at a good point? Is it down?
You sold it at what?
I sold it at even. I broke
But like,
even.
what was the
What was
price?
the price?
21?
No, probably like 27.
Really?
I think maybe that's
I
what
think
it
that
was. It was. I sold it like I couldn't even tell you, to be honest.
Because like I sold some when the day.
Actually, it might be low 20s. I think it was down to like 17 or something, right?
Yeah. When we were texting back and forth, when it like shot up to 25% that one day last week, it was you sold that day, and then I sold some that day also for $21.50. It's up at like $32 now.
Whew.
Yeah.
Nice.
32
Well, I mean,
bucks.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
It went up like I think it went up like 45% the next
Nice.
day.
Well,
Based on what?
I figured, man. I figured I just wanted out of low cap. I was like, because I don't know enough,
Yeah.
and I had most of my portfolio
Yeah.
in it. I'm like, I have to sell this. I just want blue. I want like, cause I changed my perspective. I'm like, I just kind of want to do long term. Like that's kind of how I've done everything.
What's your
Yeah.
biggest position right now
Apple?
by percentage?
Apple's probably like 25%.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
How many stocks do you own?
4. My portfolio is pretty small.
Yeah, but that's your Wealthsimple. You only started that when 3 months ago, if that. Yeah. That's not that bad.
I don't know. My
Apple's
Apple.
your biggest with 25%. You only have 4.
Apple's 25.4%.
That's,
Oh, Sony might be.
that's
Sony
like
might be my biggest.
500 US.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that means any other business is
Sony's my
25%
biggest
too.
position.
Well, it depends on
25%.
the other. No, what if he's got?
He said he had 4 stocks. His biggest position
Oh,
was 25%.
you only have
That means
4 stocks?
Every position.
I
is
have
25%.
75% of my portfolio is in Apple, Microsoft, and Sony.
75.
Apple, Microsoft, and Sony.
Three 25 apiece. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all 25%.
Yeah, and then I got, and
And
then
then
all I have
the
after
remaining-
that is Visa, and then
At 25%.
no. I
How
have,
many
no,
stocks do you have?
I have 5.
Oh,
they said
5.
four.
Okay.
Visa, and VFF is just a
VFF is Vanguard
Vanguard
or something like
S&P
that.
500.
Okay.
Oh, S&P.
so yeah. I have,
Yeah, growth is V grow.
So I'm just sitting there like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna rock this, and then depending on like I don't know, it's tough to kind of be like because I want to put more money in, but I'm like, what do I fucking buy?
Why don't you just buy more of the stuff you already own?
Well, because I can't buy Sony. I don't want to buy Sony.
Why?
Why?
I don't see it going that much higher.
I think Sony's gonna fucking crush.
I think it is too. It's
Because,
crushing right now.
Just think about
for
Sony.
like for my and like it's you roll your eyes, but it's crushing for like what I have.
No, but
invested
No, I
in.
wasn't rolling your eyes at that. I'm just rolling my eyes at like it's because you've already seen gains in it that you're afraid to buy more.
Sony.
You're like I could have bought at 20% ago. I've already missed the boat.
No, I don't think that. I just see I'm like okay, maybe like because I also bought because of PS5 release.
Yeah.
I'm like I don't really.
PS5 release hasn't even been like quote unquote publicly accounted for yet. Like they're gonna have to have an earnings call the next quarter that's going to account for all the sales where they're going to say we fucking knocked this out of the park.
True.
We sold more units than we produced. We're not going to have any stock. We're producing it 24/7 at all these facilities.
Yeah.
And that next day,
Let's go work for
the
Sony.
stock is going to gap up by 10% or something like that.
Well, maybe.
And then if you want to sell, you sell.
Yeah.
But you don't.
I don't think I'm
going to
sell. I don't think I'm
you
going to sell any of these fucking things. All the stocks that I just listed up, I don't think I'm selling any of them.
You also said that with GPV.
No, but GVB is low market or low cap. Sorry,
What's
I
GVV's market cap? Do you know?
it's in the millions.
Well, yeah, it's like
It's not in the billions.
Hundreds of millions?
Yeah, I think it's like 150 million or something.
So like that. So like to me, to my vast knowledge,
Yeah.
it's like seems to be low market. Like I don't know.
It's a small cap.
Right. And I'm like
I like low market better. We could make a shirt with low market on it.
Low market.
Is it small cap? It's low market.
Yeah, whatever that.
It's my fucking layman's term.
Low
You
market.
understood.
All the idiots listen to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'll produce some really good. I'll produce some good slang for you, bitch ass.
So your biggest position is Sony? No,
Yeah.
Apple. You said.
No, it's Sony.
Sony. What's your biggest position right now?
Amazon.
Still Amazon?
Yeah.
How much Amazon do you own?
Just one.
Yeah,
I had to liquidate most of my shit to buy.
but you want to keep Amazon.
I'm keeping Amazon now that I've kind of
I'm
through.
still looking at Amazon every day.
Yeah, I'm through the fucking rough patch of my finances for buying that house.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna have to sell Amazon.
Congrats. That's these.
Closes on Monday.
It's good.
Yeah. So
My
some
biggest
big work and
position
shit.
continues to be Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will it ever get eclipsed?
Not if the price keeps going up.
Right. Yeah. True.
I can't fight that. In
But you
stocks,
can trim your position.
I could, but I don't. Why would I?
What's your biggest position? Is it Bitcoin?
It's Bitcoin by a long shot.
I like it, and I like it. Like I like that.
I was buying Bitcoin for 2 years.
Well, you're like the
$3,000.
Bitcoin spokesman out of like our friends.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
can't
like out of
sell
our.
now.
Yeah, I'm not.
Why would you? Like,
I don't want to. PayPal, Square, MicroStrategy. You got corporate treasuries piling in.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone talks about Bitcoin's all-time high at 19,000, whatever it is.
Was it now like 25K?
No, it's that's
less.
Canadian.
It's like 17.
It's 17. It dropped off by about
Oh, it
10,
dropped.
10,
25
10,
Canadian.
10 and 12% the last couple of days.
See, that's the thing. I see weird things, and it's like, oh, it's 25K. I'm like, what currency?
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
like,
same with that
if
GBP
it's
shit.
25K American,
so
that's
two things.
fucked.
So
Yeah.
couple things about Bitcoin here, since we're on the topic of like our biggest positions. Let me defend this for a sec.
And take a piss though.
Defend.
Last 4 months, more volatility, Bitcoin or FANG?
Well, I'm assuming it's FANG.
It's
because
FANG.
That's a loaded question.
Any time period since Bitcoin's inception, 99% cash, 1% Bitcoin compared to any other composition of a portfolio. What does better?
What the fuck does that mean?
99% cash, 1% Bitcoin,
Yes.
or
100%.
your pick, anything else you want.
You think it's Bitcoin?
It is 99% cash, 1% Bitcoin. Any time period.
No way.
Anything you want.
Any stock?
Anything. Real estate, stock.
No way.
Go look.
What do you mean?
Anything. If you had 1% Bitcoin,
Yes.
99% cash.
Yeah.
Since 2009 or 10, whenever that Bitcoin thing started.
If you're saying, you said
crushed.
any timeline.
Any 4-year period since Bitcoin started, if you had Bitcoin or any stock.
You're trying to say that Bitcoin over every period has gone up more than any stock.
It's done a good job.
There's no way, because GPV has gone up way more than Bitcoin has in the last 2 months. By itself.
In the last 2 months.
That's what I'm saying. GPV had like tripled in 2 months.
Yeah, I made fucking like $300 on GBV in like an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Literally, as soon as
yeah.
I bought it, I made $300.
Maybe
this is easy.
it's
Easiest thing I've ever done.
What is GPV?
You'll be rich.
TSX. Is GPV only TSX Venture?
Yeah.
Or is
No, it's on the
It
NASDAQ.
is now.
It is on the NASDAQ.
It was like every time on Wealthsimple it was a TSX Venture.
Yeah, I bought TSX Venture and NASDAQ. I kept my NASDAQ shares and sold my Venture shares.
Probably a better idea, yeah.
Yeah, they trade pretty hand in hand.
So to go on with like the Bitcoin thing, because I missed that whole thing, and I'm kind of glad I did, but I missed it.
And are you gonna bring it up again?
Yeah, no, because I was looking at it because the way I'm kind of approaching things against all my natural like intuitions, like what I want to do is just like, make a bunch of money super fast.
Of course it is.
Everybody, right? But like also me, especially like I'm a pretty impulsive individual.
I'd say so.
So I'm like reading like with this shit with like my money, I'm like fuck, like I will not hesitate to spend a bunch of money like drinking at the bar or like buying anything, but like with stocks I'm like, hey, I don't want to be like I know a lot of guys that have like a bunch of money, like the guys that I work with, and they talk about investments and stuff like that, and they're like guys are like 80 to 100K in the market right now, and they're all like one guy's all low cap.
Yeah.
Which I'm like,
low market, you mean?
Low market.
Yeah.
100K in small cap
80,
stuff?
85, maybe a couple here and there, blue chip.
How do you sleep?
Yeah, okay.
Like, but he's just like, oh, dude, one hit. He's got like thousands of shares in these things, right?
Like, he's got does he own like 100 different companies?
Yeah, no, but like probably, but he's got thousands of shares in like 15.
That's true though.
Yeah.
So he's essentially doing like the whole elephant hunter thing, right? You hit an elephant, boom, you just made bank.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that because like I also like when when I have money, I like to be responsible with it. So it's like I'm paying attention to like I'm listening to you guys obviously, but like at the same time I'm listening to like I'm watching tons of videos on like Warren Buffett and like
there you are, right?
Oh, like not like just like little snippet like just like
King of Value, man.
Well, that him and like what the fuck is the guy from the Shark Tank? That guy,
Kevin O'Leary.
He's
all
over
over YouTube.
I like him, man. I like his attitude. She's a piece of. She seems like a piece of shit. He's definitely a piece of shit.
You
Look
like
at his
O'Leary?
face. Look at his face.
Kevin O'Leary is probably the worst person to have at a party.
Yeah.
But he's
sure.
a fucking good investor.
Yeah, and
I like his insights,
He
right?
tells you like it is, I think.
Which I like, and that's exactly how I am. So I like that guy.
Uh-huh.
He's a fucking goof, but I like
He's a fucking goof. I just think he has a way too high view of himself.
Oh fuck yeah! Of course he does.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
You might too if you're worth $1 billion.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
So I
but
like.
I
So
don't
I'm
think
listening
so.
to what these guys are saying. Like,
Of course.
especially fucking Warren Buffett, and like what he's saying is just like Warren Buffett's washed up, but like we're not gonna talk about that. But like I like it because
Who
like,
was it that said that? Portnoy said that.
yeah, Portnoy,
Yeah.
which is hilarious. I love it. I also love fucking Dave Portnoy so much too.
Same.
But like I'm just like this is what he's saying. He's like how he's talking about like owning stocks. He's like if you can't like a lot of people can't deal with it financially,
Right.
and they can't deal with it emotionally.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I can deal with it like right now. I can deal with it like as much as I'm dealing with it financially.
Yeah.
Emotionally, I'm just like checking out.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it. If I was dealing with it emotionally, like I should have sold Microsoft at a loss.
Yeah.
Right? Because they like as soon as I bought them, they were just losing. But like at the same time, they've been losing. I bought them, I think, at like $203 a share, and now I'm at a loss at $215 a share. It's a weird thing, right? So I'm still up, but it's like it's saying I'm down. It's a weird thing. So I'm like looking at it like, okay, fine. I'm gonna listen to Warren Buffett. Fuck it, because he seems to like have the long game nailed. You know, like.
But do you have the emotion to play the long game?
I don't give a fuck.
There's
Like I was
do
just
you
saying to Joe. I was just saying to Joe, in like with Blue Chip,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen? Are they gonna go down?
Yeah, but you might get bored and be like,
No, I don't.
oh,
think so.
fuck, like I want to buy airline
No,
stocks.
that's why
You
I'm
know?
not buying these low cap or
Should've
low
bought Air
market.
Canada.
The low market thing. I got the Air Canada thing, man. Like I had to get a little hunch on that.
You sold it.
I did sell it. It's made like $5.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but it had like I just bought
You're hard
that.
at Warren
I made
Buffett.
like $5. When's your shareholder call?
Listen
Can
to
I
me.
go?
Can you
The
listen
Oracle
to
of Dundas.
Listen to me. I bought that shit because I had like $60 just sitting there.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't fucking care about Air Canada. Even if they fucking hit and make a bunch of money, great. I don't care. Good for you. I hope you do.
Do you know what the best thing about this conversation is? Like, Mike is saying the things that everyone is thinking when they make stock portfolio choices.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if you were to spin this for the LinkedIn crowd, it would be...
Mike's
yeah.
a fucking moron.
No.
Don't ever listen to him.
You're saying I had fucking $60. I didn't know what to buy. I'm like, fuck, I'll take a shot in there.
Well, I'm like, I'm
Buy the
thinking
fuck
about
up.
COVID. I'm like, yeah, maybe I can make a quick buck here.
But if you were like,
Quick 5
if you were gonna
I
be
could
like,
have a free lunch.
if you're gonna throw up the LinkedIn post, you'd be like, yeah, I had some extra capital to deploy. I thought there was a nice risk profile on the Sharp ratio on Air Canada. Mike's going, fuck it. Why the fuck not? COVID?
I'm far too.
Why not?
Like,
COVID.
I think I
Take a
can
shot, man.
think properly, but I can definitely not articulate it in that realm. Like I'm the dumbest guy in the room for
That's
sure.
good though.
I love
That's
you
good.
didn't say, yeah, I made like 8% on this. Not $5.
$5. I made $5. You would have done the same thing.
But I'm losing $5. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you're too rich to pick up $5. Yeah, is that right?
Fucking right.
Is that right?
No, but like I definitely do. Like I kind of like emulate. I don't want to. I want to buy other shit, man.
You're a
Like,
Buffett disciple now.
Yeah, well, fuck. He's right. The guy fucking made $84 billion. Fuck, you think he did all right, man?
Yeah.
I'll definitely just
Yeah.
do that if I can make like a couple million over like 50 years.
Guy's an animal, man.
I'm down for that. Like, because I see these things like if you invest whatever 10% in these or whatever, is it like it might
Well,
be
it's like you put $100 a month away.
in a 10% growth thing. You can have like $1.5 million in your retirement.
Unless you start 5 years later, then it's like you have like half.
$600,000.
Yeah.
Like, go fuck yourself. Like those things are fucking annoying. But like,
What?
no, they're the numbers are accurate, but like at the same time,
I
are
hate
they
those.
though?
Well, that's what compound interest is. It's
Well, they're
just-
also
it's just an
basing it, but they're
equation.
basing it off like past markets. The way
No,
I'm-
they're basing it off of a percentage a year that your money's in.
Right. Right, so they're just doing math.
They're doing
Fuck
that.
that.
Yeah, fuck
Fuck all that.
You don't need that.
No, so I am doing that, but at the
Yeah.
same time, if I can make a little bit more scratch here and there, you know what I'm saying? I got $5 here.
$5 gonna make him a couple weeks.
Sharp ratio,
I'm
baby.
just saying.
Sharp
Next thing you know, a
ratio.
couple dividends come in. Reinvest. Dude,
I'm buying a .00001 of a
you
share.
mind? You mind if I do that? Dude, I'm
that $5 every couple of weeks turns into
All I'm
6.
saying is if I can do that whole thing where I invest my money and it makes like $1.5 million and I can make $3 million,
This is good.
Fuck themselves.
This guy's throwing up air quotes around 7-figure like terms. If I can, I'm just saying, if I can make a couple $1 million, make a couple extra million, throw it in a couple more millions, no problem.
Yeah, just a couple millions.
Yeah, it's just money anyway. Money's to be. There's money everywhere. I'm gonna make it. I don't give a fuck.
We're selling Monopoly pieces
right.
anyway, right?
Shit's
Maybe
so
scoop
fucking.
that up.
Shit's so fucking.
Got the
easy.
scratch.
It really is. I do have a note.
Oh, wait, everyone's got a plan for.
Alright.
Everyone's got a plan for the dip when they have the stock portfolio.
I can't find. I don't
They wanna
understand
buy
how,
dips?
how do you fucking plan for a dip?
You don't plan for it.
How do you
like,
anticipate it?
You just have money ready for it. That's all. You
Oh,
just save
okay.
some money. Everyone's got a plan for the dip, right? And so I was talking to a buddy
I
of
don't
mine
do
who's
that.
another big
Not
Bitcoin
saying
investor. Buddy of mine, another big Bitcoin investor. We're talking
It's a good
about
idea,
this
though.
the last week or 2 weeks in Bitcoin. We knew we were going to do if the price dropped. If the price drops like 2 or 3%, I always put more money in. I'll add to my weekly buy. But when the price jumps 40% in 2 weeks,
Holy fuck.
I had no plan.
Yeah,
I just sat and watched the number go up.
Oh,
That's it.
I don't even think
I just
even
did
touch
nothing.
base on what I wanted to
You
say
got
about Bitcoin.
you got a plan for
No.
the dip, but you never got a plan for the rip.
You got a plan though. You
I didn't. I have no plan for the rip.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Like, so, I mean, obviously, if you have enough, then just sit on the sidelines. But if your whole plan is to like dollar like cost average into it, you have to buy the rip.
I know the dip you buy.
You have to
rip-
buy
I buy
the rip,
I buy the rips every week. Doesn't matter. Yeah. But
You're
I'm
just
saying,
buying it
like,
every week.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
is there ever a point where I would like take profit? Like, what's the point where I take profit?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
There's tax implications. Like, I haven't taken profit because I don't want to deal with the tax implications, cap gains, and all that.
Yeah. I didn't even honestly don't even think about that. I didn't have enough money in Bitcoin to think about it.
You're in, you wouldn't have to worry about it. But like your TFSA, you don't worry about it at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously. You're
Yeah,
never
fuck
gonna hit
no.
that fucking limit.
No,
So-
there's no limit to making money in it. People have like millions of dollars in their TFSA.
It's like a 60K
well,
input, right?
no, it was, and now it's like cumulative. So I think it started like 55K.
It rolls every
or
year.
45,
Right?
and then like it went down to like 18 the last few years. But like it's
Wow.
retroactive from when you're 18. So
That's
I have
right.
like hundreds of thousands of dollars to
Yeah.
put into it. So I'm not worried about that right now.
What were you gonna say about Bitcoin?
That it's like
Vape boy.
Vapecoin.
You're starting your own IPO?
Yeah, Vapecoin.
ICO, isn't it?
ICO, initial coin offering. That's right.
I know. I just was like reading some things. That's it. I've been reading some things on Bitcoin. No, I want to. I think my next big investment, my next big, what is it, position,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
is going to be in gold or silver. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they're looking at it. Like they're looking at they compared like they do comparisons like Bitcoin, gold, and silver,
Mm-hmm.
Always.
and how like Bitcoin is like going to be
Finite.
right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, man, maybe I probably won't get into Bitcoin because I'll buy it maybe a dip. If like I'll be listening to you. Like I obviously give you a hard time, but I am paying attention to what you're
It
saying.
goes down to $5 again.
It goes down to like It goes down to 9 cents again.
It's never going to $5 again.
No, it's gonna stay. It's like the thing is those guys that bought then, and they were being those weird guys.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna buy Bitcoin? Like
Yeah.
yeah, they crushed it. Good for them. I don't hate them at all. Like good for them.
Fuck
I'm
them.
glad they made their fortune, man. That's
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Tons of money on that.
Yeah, that's like the weird thing. So it's like, and I'm like kind of like apprehensive about buying stocks. I'm like, well, that makes me want to buy low cap.
So
or
what?
low market.
So what are your thoughts? What are
Exactly.
your thoughts about silver? Like the metals? Why are you thinking the metals?
Just because I just literally one thing I read today, and it was just like talking about how like it's a great time to like for because everything it seems I don't know. My brain is so bad.
Do it.
It's so dumb.
Do it. We'll help you get through it.
No, it's so dumb. I can't even remember what it said.
I love that.
But it just said, it was just basically like, yo, buy silver and gold and Bitcoin. There was way
You heard it here
There was way, yeah.
Why? Wasn't this a 6-second YouTube
That's it.
video?
Hey, it was fucking Copper Cap.
Were you?
Oh,
was it
buy
on,
silver, gold, Bitcoin.
was it on TikTok Investors?
No, but there was a
Vine?
thing. There was like a little blurb about it, and it seemed like it made sense. Like it was like because like the economy's so fucked up, and it's like like what's the U.S. currency is based off gold, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Has
Why?
been since 71.
But like, is that not? Oh,
It's a gold standard.
Used to
Okay,
be.
well, I don't
Used to
fucking
be.
know how that works. So that's
This is
so fucking
okay, but
dumb.
you're going down the right path here.
Because like
This
it
is the
just makes
thesis for metals and any sort of, like Will said, like a finite.
Because it actually has value, right? The value in U.S. currency used to be that it was backed by gold. The money
That's okay. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense because basically what they're saying is like the U.S. dollar is so fucked up, and that's like cream of the crop
Yes.
currency. That's the whatever. What do you call it?
That's the
Reserve currency.
Reserve currency is based off the U.S. dollar, and they're saying it's so fucked up based on like all the shit that's going on.
printing.
Yeah, exactly. And they're just like, well, now's a great time to invest in something that actually holds value.
Yeah, for sure.
As opposed to $1, invest in like a finite.
And gold, I should say, is like under 1,800 now, which is like a damn near
So what's that per share?
per ounce.
Per ounce. So how do you buy gold?
You buy AUX or XAU. What is the
But
gold?
that's gold miners and
No,
refiners
no,
and shit.
XAU is.
How do you just buy
XAU,
gold?
Exactly, yeah.
XAU is spot. GDXJ and GDX are the miners, and then GLD is like gold futures.
Just say you actually have to buy the futures,
Yeah.
like gold, like actual futures.
So the guy that I was talking about that I worked with, who's got like all the low market shit.
Mm-hmm. That's
He invests in
Low market,
he
baby.
invests a lot in
Low
gold
market,
too. He
baby.
invests in gold too, like a lot of that.
Does he?
Okay.
Does he also have 2,000 calorie meals and powder in his?
He's a good
bunker?
dude. He's a good dude. He actually did just recently. Dude, I invested so poorly. It was fucking. I started laughing so hard. This was like last week.
Why don't you
I love
tell him to
that.
send
It was
a
last
message
week's
to the
like, man,
show?
honestly, I invested so poorly.
I love when people own up to their shit.
No, he's a
It's
good
so
dude.
much better than people be like, yo, man. Like if you ask
Oh,
them,
it's
they'll just
great.
like make up.
I laughed so hard, man.
Like
It was like, yeah, nice, man. That's great. I hope nothing but good fortune to you for the rest of your life. I really do.
Yeah,
because that's a great thing to say.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a friend that's like the on Twitter. There's this account called Bag Holder Quotes,
Oh yeah.
and it's like just pure gold. Every time there's a conference call or an earnings call, I should say, where like they're down 20% or 30%. It's like this is your last chance to get discounted stock before they ramp the price up. And it's just like these, and the guy will post a picture of like shadowy figures with the word they. They ramp the price up. Make sure you get your discount stocks before they ramp it up.
That's also a funny thing about stocks is like fucking they, them, they're.
Yeah.
Who is they?
I
Who
know.
the fuck are they?
It's so true.
Institutional.
Like what the
investment.
fuck's going on?
Who knows?
It's so fucking fun. Like it is. It's completely gambling, and it's fucking. It's,
Man,
it's
you read like not so much stock quotes and shit, but like the Yahoo Finance has like message boards for each stock. GPV, I was going
No,
on every
they
day.
don't. Really?
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's
Oh
super
my
active too.
god.
Super active because going on GPV like every day because I was just at work, right?
Thing.
I didn't know. Yeah, no. This is all they're good for. But
Forums?
like they're all like, man, someone's keeping the price down. Everyone just so many blocks of stock for sale at like $350, $359.
Someone's
it's like,
doing it.
it's like, yeah, are
Someone's
they, man?
risking
Are
billions of dollars
Like-
to keep this stock down.
They're keeping it down until one day they're just gonna let it rip. It's like, yeah, I doubt that, man.
Maybe, but like, fuck you, man. Like, no way.
Well, maybe they ever. How do you know?
Because everyone, like, it's conspiracy.
Ew. What the fuck is that?
Stirred?
No.
Turd.
It's turd. That's not actually a fucking stock, is
But
it?
this is just the memes that this account puts up. Steady. And then when Bitcoin dropped the other day, they fucking ripped.
Of course they did. Everyone jumps all over Bitcoin.
Until they fucking are, you can't touch them.
Yeah.
And then that's everything. That's literally everything in life. Like when you see
Yeah.
someone that like might have potential, hate on it. It's like, and then they make it's like, man, they're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
fucking annoying.
Like this one, they're sitting around dancing, cash just burning on fire. It's just so good. This is quality content.
No, but that's why I've like essentially given up on like the human race. That right there.
That's where you got to?
I'm not kidding. Like that's like
That meme?
on par. No, but like on par with it. Like because like what I just said. Like when something has potential, everyone just fucking hates it. I hate no way. It's no
Yeah.
fucking way. And then
They'd
it makes
rather
it.
it fail than
Yeah.
just admit that you made a
Every
mistake.
single
Yeah.
fucking person wants shit to fail until it doesn't, and then they're like, And then it doesn't. It's like, oh, I was with him the whole time. Man. Hey, man, you mind if I get a snack or?
That's jokes. Guys, I saw something the other day. I don't know if it was a meme or not, but it was like, rappers are so hypocritical because they're always saying like, oh, when I was broke, no one fucked with me. And then the next song, they're like, I don't fuck with broke rappers. And it's like, yeah, that's so fucking true.
It happens. It's like you can't even avoid it. Like I can honestly only imagine like the people that like about this podcast, like about like our friends and shit, what they say that we don't hear.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's probably fucking hilarious.
There are at least a few people who don't like that we do this show.
There's at least a few. There's
show up every
like
week.
Most people that we know probably are just
Yeah.
like, you know, you heard that fucking show? Like these guys are like, it's
Yeah.
like it's like anybody like I've always like when I was in high, like not even high school, like outside high school, like people like pursued music and shit. I've always been like, yeah, man, fucking good luck.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
Oh,
It's
fuck
a tough one.
For
Like
sure.
it's a really difficult market to make it in.
For sure.
Mhm.
I hope you fucking do. And like there's like lots of guys like whatever like we only know one guy who's trying to be a rapper like really.
Oh, kinda. Yeah.
And like I said, I hope he fucking makes it. And then I know a couple guys that are trying to do like EDM shit. And
Yeah.
like I said, I hope I've texted one of them recently, be like, hey man, like he's constantly doing it.
Yeah,
And he's doing like other shit. And I'm like, hey man, like I just messaged him like, hey man, I appreciate what you're doing. There's another guy doing a podcast.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, hey man, like I appreciate that like you did like fucking Dan Pellicini.
Oh, right.
That
yeah,
fucking what the fuck is this?
Rambler Project.
Rambler Project. Yeah, man. Like, but like the thing is, like with that show, a lot of guys support it because he's like doing a good thing.
Yeah, it's like a mental health awareness kind of
Yeah.
thing. It's like actually like
Yeah.
So people are like, which is
a
good.
community
It's good.
service.
Yeah, which
So
is
it's
good
like
shit.
some like tangible outputs.
yeah.
It's good shit.
Not
But,
just
like,
bad
but
soccer
they're
guys.
fucking
No.
they're fucking
Low
they're
market
funny
soccer.
ass.
Low market,
They're
yeah.
funny dudes though, right? Like he's a good. He's not like he's pretty serious on the show, but like he's a good dude. So I can fuck with him. But, you know, he gets it.
It's easier to get behind that. Like if we were doing that, like I'm sure more of our friends, even they probably wouldn't listen, but they would still probably push it more.
Yeah.
You know?
As opposed to like three guys sitting down drinking beers and talking
It
shit.
doesn't matter.
yeah.
We're gonna start selling merch soon, and that's gonna
Yeah,
It's gonna fucking fly. up
push
the
the show
walls.
over the
I
edge.
can't fucking believe how much
Dude,
merch we're gonna sell.
So we got two segments left. We got recommendations, and we
Oh, I
got
didn't
Mike's
even-
note.
Yeah, I gotta know.
Okay, go with the note.
Go with the note while Will thinks about a recommendation.
True,
This is
okay,
like
yeah.
a podcast Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. So I was thinking today. It was a shower thought.
Mm.
I don't have those.
I was having it today because I woke up early and I was in a good like my mind was like firing and all because
Friday.
I'm supposed to be working.
Right.
So I was just up, got 60 attack, D-skim on my hardcore. You know what I'm saying?
Still
Okay.
hardcore?
Fuck yeah!
Is
Almost
that-
lost it last night. Ring of life.
Is that a, is that a RuneScape talk?
Yeah.
Goddamn
Bring
right.
a
So
life
anyway,
potion.
It means
No.
it's a
So
ring.
right.
It's a ring you wear when you're close to death. It just tallies you out. But anyway, I was in the shower and I was just thinking for some fucking reason, I don't know what, because I was playing that fucking game. And
What's
I
the
was-
cooldown on Ring of Life?
It just disintegrates once you use it once.
Oh, really?
You gotta make another one. You gotta make another one.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just saying like, this game's so fucking pointless in the shower, right? And then I really started thinking about that, and I'm like, the word pointless is fucking pointless in my head
Here we go.
because the sole purpose of us living is to reproduce, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, right? We can all agree on
It's a
that.
biological imperative.
That's it. Like that's
Yeah.
literally it.
Uh-huh.
So when I see people doing like pointless shit, and it's like usually the people
A
that
lot
are
of quotations being thrown up.
Oh, but tonight
Mike's side
was
of
a
the-
lot.
couple beers.
These aren't coming from you. Are this quoted from a book or something?
It's a book right now.
Okay.
I read this.
I bet.
I wrote
I
this.
read it.
I read this. I'm a stenographer.
Oh fuck! All right.
So fucking.
Stenographer.
So I was like, no, I was just sitting there like,
It's off the
no,
rails.
because like, no, like most people that always go, like this is gonna go down.
Did
As
you have a fucking mitt full of shrooms?
this is a rant. Yeah,
I'm ready. Go.
But like most people that always say like, oh, that's pointless. This is pointless. I can't do this. This is so fucking
I
pointless.
say that a lot actually.
All that, but you're a different story because you actually do shit, other shit. Like you can't do this because it's impeding on other shit.
Right.
As where other people are like, oh, why the fuck? If I could, he's like, okay, fine. RuneScape's a perfect example for this. Pointless fucking game. So pointless.
Yep.
So fucking pointless. But is it? Depends who you're asking. Because you were doing shit. You were doing. Is it?
Is it?
I I don't know.
Is it pointless?
I don't think anyone.
Wait, let me finish.
Okay, alright.
Because like you guys do different. You guys do things in your off time,
Yeah.
right? So like it would impede on.
But that's
that.
pointless too.
Sure. Of course. Is it?
We're all, like, is it? Are you going to like we're all just gonna die and
Yeah,
part of the ground
existential
anyways?
shit.
Like it's like a nihilist
This comes
rant.
down to what people just bitching about shit.
Okay.
Because like a lot of those people not bitching, hating on shit. Like most people fucking hate everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. And then like people like if I were just openly talk to people like, I was just playing RuneScape, you know what I'm saying? You know, just chilling. And then
Yeah.
why the fuck you playing that game? Like
Yeah.
it's so fucking pointless. I'm like, what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah.
Laying in your bed watching Netflix? Go fuck yourself. Like
That's
shut
jokes.
the fuck up. And like it's all fucking pointless. Like but like the whole point is that because I was watching the space documentary last night, so my head's kind of going.
Okay. Was that pointless?
No, it wasn't. No, of course it isn't. I'm learning shit that my
Yeah.
brain can't comprehend. But like, I'm just saying, like, fucking, like if you, like, it just comes down to like that whole stop and smell the roses thing. Like, do things that you like to do.
Yeah.
Like it just makes me happy, and like I'm doing that. Like I can't just lay down and watch Netflix. Like I've never been able to do that. Just sit there and watch a show by myself. Like if I'm with a girl or something, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing something while I'm watching the show.
So
I can watch Netflix and play RuneScape, or I can watch or I can playing an instrument. Pointless. What's the point? What's the fucking point? What's the point of playing golf? Pointless. Everything's fucking pointless. So I just like the word pointless to me is fucking pointless.
I don't know if the word has a meaning though.
The word has meaning, but it's pointless. So that's like Peaky Blinders when they're fucking. When in the last season, he's like running for he's in politics and shit.
Didn't see
Like high up, whatever. So he's in politics. He's talking to a guy, and he's like,
You made it to the last season.
I've watched it like 6 times.
Wow.
So the one guy that they're like the villain in that season, he says forbidden is forbidden to us.
Mm-hmm.
So like we're flying above the rules.
Right. Okay.
Like there's no like so pointless is pointless to me.
Right.
Because like if you look at it like in a weird like spiritual way, I guess
Yeah.
it's like all we're doing is like the universe experiencing itself. So you're just supposed to do shit that you like to do. Everyone just gets so mad and hates everything.
I think I'm going to agree to a certain degree, but I don't like that thinking because I don't like when people are not productive and shit. You know. Yeah. Okay. I honestly just forgot what I was going to
define productivity though, right?
I don't know.
You could go down that rabbit hole
for
you can go down that rabbit hole for anything. Like,
forever.
Oh, well, what do you really mean by this? What's this? What is the end game of this? Or what is pointless is pointless? Or productivity? What's productivity? How that rabbit hole never.
Well,
ends.
that's nihilism. That's exactly what it is.
It never ends.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I just don't think it's like but this is where I was gonna go. Yeah, you're watching that episode, but are you really enjoying it? Or are you just passing time?
Doing it.
You're just passing time. That's what fucking bothers me. It's like, oh, I do it because I enjoy it, but like, no, you don't. You just do it because you don't enjoy anything else.
Yeah, but I enjoy playing that game.
That's exactly
Right. So it's like people are like, oh, why do you do that? It's pointless. I'm like, you're a fucking hater.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I know it's fucking pointless, but it's giving me like it's making it's like give me something to think about when I go to sleep or
that too. Yeah.
Like anything. Like if I'm asking for a piano for Christmas, like a keyboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I want to fucking start playing piano. I want to start doing something like, because like I go home, I go to work, and then I go home, and then I'm like I work out or whatever, and lately I haven't been, so I'm like, okay, so I need something to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, so I've been playing that game, or playing any fucking game, PS4, anything you want, right?
Yeah.
It's all fucking pointless. There's no means to an end to there.
But at least I think that like this is such a hard conversation but argument to have because you can't really have stances on it. You can, but like I want to say like, oh, you're getting more out of a PS4 because you're talking with people, you're making memories maybe and shit, you're playing with friends, like you're actually like interacting with people, whereas in RuneScape you're just kind of grinding, pass the time, and you do get endorphins. It's like, it is nice. It's progression for sure. But I just think like versus like a PS4 game, I would get more out of that.
Maybe. But like, we can go like what he just said. We can go back and forth all day on this, and I'm and I'm not even saying like I'm saying like PS4, RuneScape, sports. They're all like on par.
Yeah.
In my eyes, like maybe like neurologically they'd be different. Like you'd be like if you're learning an instrument and shit, you'd be like working on parts of your brain and like different things like that. So like that's why I want to get a piano because like I think that would be more productive. But like to that game to me, yeah, it's fucking so dumb. Like you have no idea when I'm playing it the amount of times I go, this is so, what the fuck am I doing?
Right.
But then at the same time, like what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go lay in bed, and the people that are fucking criticizing me for it, all they're doing is going to work, going home, laying in bed, watching Netflix. That's all. They're just melting your life away. At least this, I feel like I'm like accomplishing something, and pointless as it may be, I'm getting something done. Yeah, it's dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
All of it is fucking so dumb. It is nihilistic, and that I
exactly. Which is not a good way to look at life.
No, it isn't. But like, but I'm not looking at it as in a negative way.
Right.
I'm looking at it the opposite. I'm like, I'm enjoying this. I'm having a good time. It's like where I would get an endorphin rush if I learned a riff on the guitar, or I learned a riff on the piano, or I got a level in this game, or I you know, I don't know, what are you doing online multiplayer? I got a fucking kill streak or some shit.
Right. But I mean, I totally see your point, and I totally do get it.
I try not to be nihilistic. I don't think I am.
I'm not going down the nihilistic route anymore. I was just gonna say, it's not looking down, but like, when people do some things, I have to be like, that's fucking stupid. Don't do that anymore.
Yeah, but that's your point of view.
It is.
That's your rose that you're smelling.
But sometimes that's an absolute. Like,
it can be, no, for sure.
But that's what I mean.
I agree, but like not everybody wants to be like ultra productive.
But then, I know. Okay, this is another rabbit hole because when they complain when they don't have things, that's when it's a fucking problem.
So I can have this argument with you because I do not complain.
Yeah, for sure.
If you complain, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're coming at us like so. You're more productive than I am. You're more productive than I am. I would say, in a sense, right? Whatever, right? Let's just say for conversation's sake.
Sure,
appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
You're still a fucking loser, but like the people that come in and criticize what we do or whatever. I'm like, okay, I have to ask, like, what do you do in your spare time? Because like, if you're gonna criticize what I do in my downtime, I want to know what you do in your downtime.
Yeah.
Because this is like, it's a, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't ever like. I don't really criticize people's downtime unless it's like bad. What they do,
like
drinking or
something that's like negative to their health and shit.
Or like anything. Like I'm just like okay, sir. Sometimes I'm not doing anything of value to someone's eyes, but to my eyes it's good.
Yeah,
it's helping me sleep. Because I could just when I accomplish something, anything, like I ran 3K or I whatever, I fucking did a riff I was working on, I nailed it, and I'm happy. I'm laying in bed, I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, of course.
And I go to sleep, or I can just sit there with mental illness and fucking I'm not sleeping, freak out about all my shit.
Alleged.
You know, freak out all about I'm like, hey, well then you have to do something that challenges yourself in any sense of the word.
Fuck yeah.
Anything, like play RuneScape.
People are afraid.
Challenge yourself any way, anything.
People are afraid to fail. I think that's one of the other.
You think? I just think people are fucking lazy.
I think you're right.
I think I don't think they're lazy.
That's a very.
I think they're afraid to fail.
I think that's what's the word I'm looking for? That's a very
glass half full.
Yeah, it is optimistic. Is what that is.
I
But like you are right.
Really, but like nowadays you don't have to put yourself out there. Like when I was doing all my other business shit, no one knew I was doing it really, except for like my close friends. Like I wasn't like advertising it everywhere. I was just like create a website, start marketing it on Facebook and shit. Unless you're thinking they're afraid to fail themselves.
That's what I mean.
You think they're afraid to fail internally? I don't think so.
I think. You don't think?
I fail daily.
You should.
I feel fucking daily.
The only thing worse than failing slowly is not failing at all.
Yeah. I like this is what I learned like in my job. Like I'm just like as an growing like I started an apprenticeship late, So I failed for like so many years beforehand, like just trying to find this fucking thing.
Yeah, like failed in like figuring out what your path was.
Yeah, like I knew what my path was, I just couldn't fucking find it. So I'm just constantly failing, like nothing was working. So I'm like, okay, so I'm just like living.
I knew what my path was gonna be, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, living in the fail.
Living in the slip fail.
No, not the slip. I'm living in the fail. It was just fine.
But
because like that's what your 20s are for.
But you weren't like grinding and like failing and like not getting jobs and shit.
No, I had a job.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be the ticket, right? And so I was stupid. I wasn't failing. I was just I was failing, but I was like I wasn't like fail after fail after fail. It was just like a long ass fail.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Because they were like dangling the carrot, and I'm like, now that I got this other job, and it's like finally, like I'm in the shit. So that failure's over. And now it's like I'm in my pursuit of my career, and it's just like every day learning. I'm like, failure, wrong, everything's wrong.
That's not the worst thing in the world.
No, it's not. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
It's like I was just saying to you, I'm like, I hooked up that fan. I'm like, pretty pumped. I just fucking did that first try.
First crack.
Yeah. Like, I didn't. I was like, what the? I didn't fucking. I wouldn't have been able to fucking do that if I was at my other job.
Yeah, fuck no.
As simple as it may be to like an electrician or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck, I did that like first crack. Like,
because you're an electrician now.
I'm a printai.
You're becoming an electrician.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
You're getting closer and closer.
That's right. So I'm like, I'm failing less. I'm still, but now it's like you start succeeding at like the trivial shit.
But you're not failing.
And then they start pushing you at the grander scheme.
There's a line between failing and learning, right?
I was about to say that. Yeah. Like now you're actually failing to learn. Whereas before you were just failing.
I was just failing.
You were just Yeah,
and it was just.
There's no development associated with the mistakes you're making. Now that's not the case.
Yeah, exactly.
People are actually paying you to make mistakes, develop.
They're not paying me to make mistakes. They're paying me to like fix mistakes and solve problems.
Yeah, sure.
Which is trip. So like that was like a thing. I don't know who it was, but it was just like you're like highest paid people. They don't get paid to do a job. They get paid, like you get paid more like to the complexity of the problems you solve.
Yeah. Fuck.
They're like, oh, it's a pretty fucking.
Of course.
Which is like it's stressful way to think about it. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, this is when
like
you start,
an engineer, you get it.
When you start getting into jobs and roles where you're being paid to
think.
Not even being paid to think, being paid to think for other people. Right, you have to kind of assume and make decisions about what other people are probably going to think about in this scenario that you're being tasked with, right? And so you always know what you're thinking. You always know what like your close colleagues or associates are thinking, but there's people on the sort of the fringes of that decision. You don't know what they're thinking, so you have to assume and make judgments about what they're going to think about the decision you make. And then how that reflects on you, and then also how it changes productivity or changes outputs or changes whatever.
Yeah, or you just have enough conviction to be like, I know this is the answer to the problem. Those people in the fringe
that works.
Agree or disagree.
That works tight, but it doesn't
work.
It does for you guys.
Not for me. No way.
Because you guys are working in absolutes, right?
Well, if I was like,
I was working in absolutes.
So if I like your plug, right?
Yeah.
That shit that I just fixed.
Yeah.
If I was just like, that's fine, and it was broken still.
Yeah, but then you shouldn't have the conviction. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I thought you were just like saying faking it.
No, I said if you have enough, conviction and fucking.
The conviction, it can be bullshit.
If you were
like, I can get away. I can just lie, like not lie, but just I can just say a truth to somebody. In my head, it's the truth.
Well, I meant have enough confidence in your work to say this is going to work.
That's it.
This is going to work. Those fringe people can think whatever they want, but I'm going to make it work.
When you have a technical competence level that you're so sure of that people are calling into question whatever the background work you're doing on a technical problem, you can say to yourself, nah, I know what you're saying. Like I saw this avenue for solving the problem. It doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the problem and this is the solution.
Yeah.
That's invaluable.
That's more of what I do.
Yeah.
Not like I do that a lot, but like that's the kind of shit that you get into at my work a lot more.
Well, it gets like nerve wracking as you get like in my position, like I've been like progressing in my apprenticeship and getting to a point now where it's like I'm getting paid enough where they're like expecting me to know the answer, as
Right.
opposed to being like, oh, he's just learning.
Yeah.
Now it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we're paying you.
That's what you wanted.
No, it is.
Exactly.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. But it's just like it's nerve wracking, man. You're like, oh fuck, I gotta know these answers.
Yeah, fuck
Holy fuck, it's kind of like holy shit, man.
Let's
Holy fuck, holy shit.
let's
You know what I'm saying?
transition to recommendations here. What do we have? This is a 2-hour rip.
Easily.
Oh yeah.
We're close. We over? We're close. What's your recommendation for this week?
I recommend The Matrix.
The Matrix movies.
Yeah. No,
We're doing
okay.
that.
I
Nice
recommend
bow on everything.
the first two. The third one was shit.
I only saw the. Is the third one the one?
I haven't
where
seen the fourth one.
They show the screens. What's the one where they show the screens? The guys in like the room or whatever.
The
you can
Architect.
see-
I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
second one.
Is it?
That's the end of the second one.
I saw that one.
It's like the first one's good. The first one's good. Like the first one's really good for like it was
That movie's
1999 or
That
something.
movie's
Like that.
unreal.
It was like I was when I watched it, I was a kid.
Yeah, you didn't get it.
I was like, yeah, I didn't understand. I just like, oh man, he's beating the shit out of these guys and shooting these guys.
It was all about this.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like watching, like I was like paying attention to the plot. Like, holy shit, this movie's fucking deep, man.
Yeah.
I'm like paying, like holy fuck, like there's a lot going on, like the Oracle and all this shit. Like
The
she's
red
just-
pill or blue pill.
and like you're not searching for the answer. You're just searching for truth. And it was so fucked. I'm like watching it, and like he's like the spoon isn't bending. You're just looking for truth. It's like what the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a whole bunch of shit like that.
That Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah. Whose daughter does porn? I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is Lawrence Fishburne the Oracle?
Black guy.
Black guy.
Oh, Morpheus.
Morpheus. That's right. Yeah.
Morpheus fucking sucks in that movie compared to Neo. Morpheus is trash. Like if Neo's or Morpheus
It's
is like
been over
Neo's
15
mentor.
years since I
Yeah.
watched that movie. So I
And then
don't know.
Morpheus just like depends on Neo, like for like the rest. Like after the first movie, Morpheus is just dependent on
I've
Neo.
only seen the first movie, I think.
Yeah, and, like the second one's good.
Second one.
It's like
When did the
some
third
of
one
the
come out?
some of the like animations and like the CGI, and it's pretty
It's a
bad.
little weak.
Like there's one point in time where Neo throws like Agent Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Agent Smith becomes like a bunch of Agent
Yeah,
Smiths, and he throws him into him, and it's bowling pins.
No way.
That was the sound effect. I was like, why did they do that? What is the game?
The budget was almost.
Why did they even add a sound? Why bowling
was
pins?
almost reached.
There's like 50 humans, and they just put bowling pins.
It was originally a comedy. This
And that like the thing is like I watched that movie like recently, and I watched it like 15 years ago, and I never forgot that part.
Oh, really?
I'm like, when's the bowling pin? Did that actually happen? And then it happened. I was like, "You fucking serious?" And it fucking. But like all that aside, the third one is fucking so stupid.
You watched all 4,
I watched 3.
Three.
The fourth one's not on Netflix. It's like the third one's so fucking
but
stupid.
you enjoyed it.
I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched it. The third one is like not a lot of like Neo in the Matrix doing his shit. It's like a lot of like Zion, like the city.
Oh, yeah.
It's like all about them, like that. Like 'cause they're those fucking.
Is there a love story in it?
Yeah, of course.
What
It's
the
Neo
fuck
and
is
Trinity.
What
man.
the fuck is Zion?
That's their city. It's like in the future and shit, man.
It's been.
Everything's fucked up. They have like an underground city, and like there's these fucking weird ass computer fucking. I don't even know, robotic like octopuses that are coming to kill them and shit. Like it's such a weird like dual plot. It's so
I've
weird.
definitely never seen that.
It's
No,
such a.
fuck
It's in the first one.
It is?
It's a weird like dual plot, like in the Matrix and then like in the.
I remember,
In their like whatever, like I don't even know what the
Reality.
Fuck, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Uh-huh.
But it's like those like weird octopuses are coming, and then that's the stressful part. We have to figure out this problem. If we don't, then these things are gonna come here, and it's like they're delayed an hour because they hit iron ore and they can't mine through it or whatever. It's so fucking retarded.
In the far future, iron ore.
It's
stops
so
the,
fucking
robotics
weird.
and
It's like, what the fuck is going on with this? Like, I'm curious about like the Matrix and what the hell's going on with these? Like, I don't know. But it's pretty good.
What's your recommendation?
I have an anti-recommendation, and it's this fucking strawberry bubbly. So
Strawberry.
Yeah, which sounds horrible to begin with, and it's
I thought that
equally
was
as bad
orange.
as it sounds. No, it's strawberry.
Huh.
Because when I first had my first sip of bubbly was this when I went dry in November.
And the 52nd episode,
Uh-huh.
you had a nice sip of bubbly that night.
Oh yeah, true.
Different
This is a
bubbly,
little different though.
Yeah.
So Pepsi owns this, but I fucking hated sparkling water.
Yeah.
And then I went dry and I just needed something else, and I didn't want to drink pop, and this shit was a good replacement. Bubbly was fucking tasty until my mom bought 2 fucking cases of strawberry, and this is the first one that's fucking brutal.
What were you drinking?
That
The other one.
I had
Flavor.
grapefruit and lime.
The grapefruit one is awesome.
It's okay.
It's good. I like that one.
Grapefruit and what?
Grapefruit one, then I had a lime one also.
That's my drink of choice during the week.
The grapefruit one?
Probably, yeah.
I didn't like it until I tried the other flavors, and I'm like, the grapefruit one's the best, I guess. So, I'd recommend bubbly if you're trying to get off the sauce for a little bit.
But you're done now. You said you're coming
water.
back on the train
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I got a couple things to do in the morning.
Yeah.
But we're drinking.
Gotta go to the fucking bank. Gotta get out 350 grand out of the bank.
That's alright.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
Be bittersweet.
Yeah, it'll be alright.
My recommendation for this week is the Queen's Gambit.
Oh, the chess movie.
We watched the.
I watched the trailer of that. It looked
It's a
good.
series, isn't it?
7 or 8 episodes.
Oh, it's a series?
Yeah, 8 or
Yeah,
maybe
put me in
even
the open.
We
I like that. That's the trailer.
We watched that. Man,
What if fucking so and so shows up?
Kenzie
Yeah,
and
put me in the
I,
open.
Kenzie and I have watched probably
You're
in
an
the,
unranked player.
however many years we've been together, 8 years. I think outside of House of Cards and the first season of Westworld, we've probably watched maybe 1 or 2 other things.
What's that girl's
Binge
name?
like
What's that
this.
girl's name? She's a good actor. She's in Peaky Blinders.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
She's in Peaky Blinders. She's in the 5th season.
She is.
yeah.
That's right. Okay,
She's a
so
good actor, man.
Uh-huh.
so that show,
I fucking hated her.
That
show- yeah.
hated
the show is fucking sick.
Okay, I'm gonna watch
So
it.
sick.
I was looking at that last time, like,
And also
It's
that
filmed in Toronto.
girl,
I'll watch that.
That girl is, in my view, my 33 years of life, an all-time candidate
33
for
plus.
all-time candidate for hot or not.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
Trippy
we just-
face, trippy face, but like she's. But then sometimes she's like, oh, this business.
She's
Yeah.
so hot. She's
hot.
so hot. That show, I don't even play chess. All the without spoiling it too much, okay? There's a lot of like really stressful, tense-filled scenes, and it's all about
How hot she is.
moves on a chessboard.
Yeah.
She's sitting on this,
Except they
Moving her
Except
piece to her
they-
tip.
just
Except
taking the
they
bishops
never-
and just stroking the tips.
Except they never show you the moves or anything like that. There's no.
Oh,
real,
that kind of sucks.
There's
that's
no.
kinda
There's
annoying.
no real like technical chess, but you.
Oh,
will
that's
I kind of
but-
want that.
But I guarantee you will still like it.
Oh, I bet.
Good show. 8.5 out of 10. I would give that.
Pat's in it. He's
Very
throw
good.
old cars in it.
Oh,
Really?
what?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Really?
Yeah,
No
he's in
way.
Toronto.
Patrice.
Yeah.
Pat Rice. is in
Come
the fucking-
on. He's in the fucking.
Yeah, because it's filmed like a long time ago, right? And he drives the old cars in it.
That's
Some of them.
sick. He's
What,
can you
what
see
cars?
him?
What
I don't
scenes?
fucking know if you can see him. He was there on set like every day.
Come
That's where he is
on.
right now. He's filming another fucking movie.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I forget. He was in Bradley Cooper's new movie. That's the one they're filming now. He fucking chilled with Bradley Cooper.
Film star. Fucking film
They
star.
told him not to talk to him. And Bradley Cooper, you can't go talk to him.
When is Pat opening up his Instagram account?
That's the most
I know, he
fucking
should.
black shit.
And he's allowed to take videos now for continuity for the cars.
Nice,
on.
that's fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yo,
And he's fucking like 20-hour days or like 18-hour days. He's
That's
fucking
other
sick.
fucking-
For
That is,
me.
that's cool shit.
For me.
Well,
Highly recommend that show.
I would say
The girl's a good actress. The auxiliary character is very, very good. And man, like the other thing that I really appreciate is it's not like a show, you know, it's not like about a sport or about a market or about like it's not there's like almost no sexual tension in the show.
That's weird. Really?
It's kind of decent, man. That's kind of like refreshing.
Like I said, that girl I think is probably like super hot, but in the show, she's like her character is so
Not
awkward
hot,
and
yeah.
kind of
Oh,
like
yeah,
chess
yeah.
player and
She's on the spectrum for sure.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like it's really well done,
Mhm.
really well done.
Yo, speaking of that shit,
Good show.
Speaking of that shit, because like I mean, we are gonna cancel soon. We're gonna get canceled soon. We're gonna stop soon.
What was
Joe
the
Rogan's gonna be
recommendation?
fucking
You
pissed.
recommended the fucking public.
Oh yeah. sorry.
Speaking of like chess and shit, like Darren, a buddy of ours, he's like he's like a kind of guy he goes down these weird rabbit holes. He's like me and him were outside. Will and I were at Bob's one night. We were just drinking whatever, watching UFC or something. Darren and I goes outside. He's like, "Yo, Mike." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Have you ever watched like professional chess? I was like, no, but like, I'm strangely compelled. But not like in a competitive setting, like in like New York in the park.
Oh yeah.
Like those guys, like the fucking street G's that like rip chess, and he's just like, he's sitting there, he's just like, man, like imagine playing chess, like high level chess, and then elements kick in, it just starts pouring rain.
That would be fun.
And they're just sitting there, like they're not even like. They don't even fucking regard the rain. They don't even care about the rain.
Mm-hmm.
All they care about is the chessboard. They're just like fucking sitting there, just like making these like super stressful moves. And it's like, man, like the chess world is like, apparently there's more moves in chess, like more combinations of moves in chess than there are stars in the universe.
They talk a bit about like the permutations.
I don't agree with that, but like, I mean, fuck.
Well, the permutations in a game of chess, like they talk a bit about that in the show.
Fucking smart people doing that, man.
And you know what? Like the sort of the culture around, you know, it's not like pundit culture, because it's not like, you know, the news where these people are just like saying whatever they think and there's no like factual basis, but it's like people who are like critiquing games. They're looking back on games and like, let's replay this from like turn 12, where this really went south for whatever player X or player Y. A buddy of mine, funny you mentioned this chess thing. So I told him that we were watching this show, Ken's and I, and he goes, I've been playing chess like sort of in secret on chess.com.
So do I.
I've done that too.
He's like, I've been playing for like 6 years.
Holy fuck.
And I'm like, you've been playing, like, what do you mean you've been playing chess?
Pointless.
You've been playing chess like at night before bed, like you got one hand on your phone, one hand under the pillow, or are you like fucking sitting up at your desk playing chess on chess.com? He's like, it's a mix of the two.
Yeah.
He's fucking hooked.
Yeah.
And
chess is dope, bro.
Man, I got a fucking buddy that I used to work with. He just quit.
What's your score? What's your
I have
rating?
no fucking clue.
You don't know your rating is?
No idea. It's not good. But my buddy at work, he's like been into it too, not for 6 years, but he would bring a chessboard to work, and we would like meet up at lunch because we worked at different plants, and we would just play chess at lunch.
Yeah.
And then like he started getting super into it, and then I didn't see him for a while, and he came back and he just fucking ripped me apart like so easily. Like
once you learn once you learn a couple moves, it's like
he's like exactly. He's like, this is like the
chess.
He's like, yeah, this is like the Joker opening. It's like he knows like all the openings and shit and how to play your opening. It's like fucking.
It's an in-depth game, man. Like we used to do it. Like my buddy, like Mazuka and I, we used to go get baked at lunch in school, and he's like, yo, I'm like, you bring chessboard? He's like, fuck yeah.
That's crazy.
And we just play chess in the woods, like on that 790 Pine. You know that fat fucking rock?
Yeah.
We just hike there and sit on that rock and just play chess.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Also, like so
big, just play chess. Like not doing anything good. We're just pawn to playing chess. Like we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're equal adversaries, both garbage.
Last piece on this, the thing out of character for me to say this, because we talk a lot on this show about how sort of like identity politics and stuff like that is just not beneficial for everyone. Really weird for me to embrace a show where the
main character is a girl.
The protagonist is a woman.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, really? I was kidding.
I can't think of another show that I've been this into. Like, even Kenzie was like, I've never seen you this into a show. Like, I'm fucking talking on the couch, like, standing up, sitting down.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to watch it then. I caught my interest last night.
Yeah. Man, and it's fucking good,
man. I'll watch it.
I'll
definitely watch that.
It's good.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it this week, and I'll come back with my
And like I said, it's only about 8 episodes, so you could probably bang it out in like 5 nights.
Is it over at 8 episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, it's done.
That's it.
Oh,
not a second season.
Limited series.
Oh yeah. I don't know how I feel about that, but
it's good. It's good though. You know what you're getting into. You're going in for 8. You don't have to worry about.
That is pretty decent.
You know what I mean?
And then you're not like fucking gonna wait fucking 8
Exactly. You go in, you finish it. That's it.
Man.
Right? That's my recommendation.
All right, I'll watch that.
Parting notes. That's it. We're done.
I'm good.
God bless. I'll see you next week.
Sorry for my note. It was a bit weird.
It's all right. How deep are we in the show? How many minutes?
2 hours, 10 minutes.
That's a long boy.
Anyways, peace.
See ya.